Bruh, as many times as we've had kickbacks that had cake there, and your response is, I don't eat cake.
Because you be buying birthday cake, Tom.
Nigga, cake is cake.
No, it's not.
As long as you got buttercream on that bitch, dog.
I eat chocolate cake and red velvet cake.
And that's what's wrong with you, because red velvet is fucking chocolate cake.
Don't.
Put some variety in your life, my nigga. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Deaf Fresh Show. It is I, Mr. Tone Deaf, and I'm arguing in the building with my partner immediately to the right of me today. Mr. Are you heartbreaking?
No, nigga.
Secure in the bag, Fresh.
I'm security today.
Secure in the bag, Fresh.
It's the one and only. It's the pod guy.
Facts. But today, Juan has to be security because we have one of the most famous niggas in podcasts.
I see what you did.
Yet again, you know, nice can't go. This nigga can't go nowhere without security.
Man,
if I would have thought about it, I would have had that on the board.
That was nice right there.
But we are joined by the reason why we're even in the Sherman Phoenix to begin with. My nigga, my one and only, my partner.
For sure.
Mr. JR, the superstar, a.k.a. Mr. Slick Talk with Scales, a.k.a. Harvey's little boy.
What's happening, people?
What's going on, fam?
What's happening?
I should have
happy to be in the building.
Nigga, you was already here.
Yeah, I was already here. But I'm happy to
like niggas know you record before us.
Yeah, I'm still here though. You know.
But what's going on with you, man? What's new in the world?
I'm about 2 episodes away from a hundo.
You know what? Clap that up for that.
Yeah,
man.
so I'm proud of that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm proud of that too, bro, because we watched you, like literally watched you start from an iPad and a microphone
exactly
to 100 episodes.
Exactly. So that's why even our connection and our hookup upgraded both of our situations.
Big
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? It gave you a space. You was looking for a space, and then you was able to bring the amenities to my platform to make it even better looking. So,
big facts. So what have you learned about not necessarily just podcasting only, but your platform?
So what's interesting is I kind of said something about that on my last show. I mean, on the last 2 episodes, I've been going on these little rants at the beginning of the shows because I feel like the thing that I learned is consistency. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit isn't gonna work if you don't stay at it. Like if you get discouraged because it didn't do good this too. You know what I mean? This day you recorded and be like, oh, I don't want to do this shit no more. Then it's not gonna work for you. Like this isn't the line of work. This isn't a hobby you should take on. This isn't something you should invest your money in because what it takes is commitment and consistency. Period. That's what I learned the most, especially coming from Smoking Gossip, where I had 3 people doing it with me, and now it's really like me kind of leading the other 3 people that are on this podcast with me. So that's what I learned the most.
All right. So last time we had this conversation, you had just hit 50.
Facts.
Because that's when Mimi ended up being your guest.
Yep.
What has been your favorite episode up to this point? Now, you ain't got to fucking lie. Trying to cover it. In your honest opinion, what has been your favorite episode so far?
What is my favorite?
Yeah.
One of my favorites is when Dooch came, Lewis came.
I remember that.
Deuces came, and Lewis brought the whole.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, we walked up in here. It was a whole fucking.
It looked like a Rockefeller.
Right.
That's one of my favorites.
Shout out to the homies over there every day.
Every day. Damn, I done had a lot though, bro. When TZ Talks came, that's one of my favorite episodes.
Did you have the whole crew?
I had the whole
crew.
It was
the whole crew. It's hard to get the whole crew.
I even had Nunu.
She was.
I think I watched that.
Yeah, fucking Nunu in here, getting on my nerves. But I done had some good ones. Mimi was a good one. You know what I'm saying? Like I done had some good ones, bro. It's hard for me to do that. It ain't even just no favoritism or nothing. Like
who's your favorite guest then?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Right, because it's been a lot. It's been a lot of good guests.
Baby Drew was dope. Like I done had some dope people.
Yeah, you missed that.
I missed that. I think I missed that. I didn't watch that.
He was very entertaining, wasn't he, Tom?
He was.
Was it a Thursday they was down here?
I think it was
like I think it was a random Thursday.
I think it was a random.
No, it couldn't have been because I would have left to scoop you. I think it was a Tuesday.
Tuesday. Yep, it was a Tuesday.
Oh man.
I mean, it's cool.
Have you had Cuckoo Cow?
I ain't had Cuckoo.
Have you tried?
I haven't tried yet. I'm supposed to have Tweezy next week.
Can we
fingers crossed?
Can we find him right now? Let's keep it a buck.
Cuckoo Cow?
Yeah, bro.
He works for Amazon. Last thing I heard, my guy worked with him at Amazon.
That's cold.
Yeah, that's the last thing.
Where are they now?
Can you just imagine like sitting on the porch waiting? Your Amazon stop is 10, and then it's Cuckoo fucking Cow.
No, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and make it extra cliche. You sitting in West Lawn ordering a package, and Cuckoo Cow pulls up.
You jump.
You in my project, my nigga.
You jump off the truck and all you hear is "in my projects" as you walk towards you.
It's cracking.
It's cracking, fam.
All
You
right.
got you know that's always gonna be a staple in the hood.
Facts.
In my project and bow. Hands
Them
down.
records ain't going nowhere.
They ain't going
dog.
nowhere.
They'll be here forever.
Forever. Honestly, I think one of my shit, I forgot that fact. I think one of my favorite episodes with Slick Talk was actually a recent one. I think when you had Mecca here.
Oh yeah,
And he was
yeah.
building
and
he was building the beat
beats.
right in front of
me.
me.
Me and him freestyled and shit on the show. That was a dope one too.
I actually expected you to have more freestyle shows. Honestly, with as many rappers if you had, I honestly felt like that should have been
funny. I go into it with the intention like I'm gonna make this nigga rap because there's only been a few cats out there that came down here that I made rap.
Right.
DJ, I made him rap. Mecca Mala rap that day. Baby Drew rap the day he was down here. That's been about it though. And you're right, but I go into it with the intentions of making them rap, but then when they get down here, the conversation goes.
They go everywhere. I mean, but that's
like, damn, it's time to go.
But that's podcasting.
Yeah, that's podcast.
That's the difference between podcasting and the show.
But I definitely want
no
a big
script.
Tigger the basement this motherfucker. That might be what I do on this next half after this 100. For the
Okay.
100, you know what I mean? I might
As
add
you
that
should.
element to the show.
We just upgrade the mixer. We can go ahead and throw a nice condenser mic on that bitch and have
Facts.
people flowing.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Cam was working it out. I think it was like it was another podcast that we figured out how to make that possible.
Let's go down here and do another soundbite. Please,
Can you leave that nigga? You leave that nigga soundbite alone.
It's the 415. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
I mean, people.
Where are you from? 262.
man.
That'd be the worst if it's a 262er.
I'm
But
a
anyway.
262.
What's a 262?
I don't fucking
It's like
Is it Karen?
Ah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's the Karen area.
Yeah,
We're definitely out there
makes sense.
because I don't even want to talk to Karen. But anyway, how's your week been going, Juan?
Shit. I'm fucked up.
We had this
I
conversation.
know,
last
like,
week.
because I want to eat my candy, but somebody was like, stop chewing.
Little baby. I'm sick of her shit.
He said, don't nobody want to hear you smacking. Like, man, motherfucking mambas is good when you high.
Nah, little baby told you to stop smacking for another reason.
Well,
I'm just saying. Anyway,
Mambas will make you smack though.
right. Because they so juicy.
Man, shit's
I feel like mambas
nigga,
should
don't be over there juicy mouthed it, my nigga.
I'm just saying.
Keep it a buck.
Everybody be doing the peppermints and the fucking weed and pussy with mambas in 2021.
You know what? That's between you and little baby. I don't care.
That's the real mamba mentality.
Literally.
Speaking of that, let's slide.
That's the name of this episode.
Let's slide into a little quick information. Kobe Bryant's wife actually settled the court case
Sure did.
with Kobe's mom in regards to part of his estate.
Oh,
Which
that's
I'm kind of happy in
Me
regards
too.
to that, because last thing you want is to have family being messy over money.
And from my understanding, before he passed, they weren't really.
They wasn't close at
Speaking
all.
terms
They
like
wasn't.
that.
It probably has something to do with his wife knowing it. Moms be like, there's a lot of moms that be bitter when they sons find a woman that makes them happy.
Facts.
Like, I kind of hate when they do that because you can't date your son. You need to move on. This is the reason why we have these weird ass categories on Pornhub now and shit like that. And I wish that would
shit
end.
always on the homepage.
It's weird. They do that.
I'm
on
like,
purpose.
who is fucking up the algorithms?
Like-
Just keep searching. Mom, fuck son. Like, what is wrong with y'all?
That's terrible.
Really, it is.
I just can't do it
Like,
no more.
goddamn, man.
But Juan, why are we here today, bro?
Because, man, well, it's Thursday, so we was gonna be here kind of no matter what.
True.
Because we have to be consistent.
True.
Facts.
Because sometimes we just be randomly taking.
And I'm
breaks.
tired of getting cussed out whenever we don't do an episode on Thursday.
Well, because of you up.
My delegates,
I am. Well,
people who I ask questions.
we be busy, man. Or sometimes we be tired.
How, bro? You got a whole new schedule. Both of us got whole new jobs now.
Well, because at my last job, Thursday was my off day. So if you be like, hey, why wasn't no episode, nigga? You was off today. You shouldn't have been tired. I could be like, damn, blame Tom.
Nope, you can't blame me because with
But-
this job, I'm off by 8 o'clock. It's a one freeway shot here.
Right. And
There's no excuse.
I work till 6, which is cool. I don't have to be at work till like 9, 10 o'clock.
How you get? No, you know what? That's a nice trip you got to take regardless. So
I mean, it's 20 minutes either direction.
Right.
So it wasn't like a humongous change.
You just don't have to go. It's easier for y'all though, because the freeway is by the house.
Right. The freeway is by the house and it's just
But
a straight shot.
You don't have to do nothing with downtown like you did
Nope.
before.
Mm.
So that works in your favor. Me, on the other hand, I live and die on the freeway now, which I love. Carvana, easiest job.
Definitely. Like Tom posted a picture on his story.
So you dropping cars off?
I just go get paperwork signed for people.
Oh, you don't even drop the car off.
I ain't got to.
Okay.
I go to your car. If you selling the car to us, that's I pull up on you for that. So it don't matter where you are. I drive to you. So first of all, they give us a car. So I'm not even driving my own car. So that's one.
So if you have to go pick up a car, is it then a 2-man operation?
Not really.
Well, then who takes your car?
You
That
don't.
you pull up
drive.
on.
You drive the truck. We have our own flatbeds.
Mm-hmm. They pick the car.
Oh,
So I just roll up there
so you pull up with the flatbed, they put the car on there.
and we roll out.
Carvana
okay.
don't. My cousin bought a car from Carvana and they pulled up in front of the house with the car, dropped it off to us.
Yeah,
and signed
pull
the
up,
paperwork.
drop it
Oh,
off.
like
roll.
how the rich niggas be doing on Instagram when they be dropping off the Porsche.
Sure, exactly.
With
And
the
that's
big bow on top of it.
And that's exactly what it is. And if you live in certain areas, there's a
Yes.
vending machine
That's some fun.
where you drive to this building. There's cars that look like they sitting in a see-through parking lot, and you be like, push your number for your car. It does a little vending machine thing. Spin your car all the way down to the ground, bring it up. Your car roll out to you like you literally just got something out the vending machine,
Wow,
my
like a
nigga.
gumball.
Yeah,
That's
they fancy with that shit.
that-
Technology, bro.
yeah.
But it's crazy because this is going to be the wave of the future anyway. Think about that. You ain't got to go to a dealership, right?
Mhm.
That's
So you
true.
ain't got to haggle with nobody. You ain't got some white dude who's trying to get you
Finesse
to buy
for commission and
an
shit.
extra $3,000 on a car that ain't got nothing to do with you, nigga. You getting the car at the best value for your car. And if you selling your car, from what I found out, they give you a little bit more. A couple of people on the staff of TDR went through Carvana before they knew I worked there, because I had to drop it off to them. It came through, was like, hey, so you sold your car today, huh? It was like, either you stalking me or you work for Carvana. A little bit A, a little bit of B. All right, so now when we gonna get you back in the studio to record?
Don't tell people you're stalking them, Tom.
It's-
Not publicly.
This was a text message. It wasn't public.
Starving?
Stalking.
Oh, stalking.
I'm
Yeah,
not
right.
stalking, bro. But anyway, it's a dope ass job. The hours is the only problem I got right now. But I think this is God's way of telling me, nigga, you can't do everything. So hire somebody.
That's very true.
So I think that's what it's kind of forcing me to have
Because
to.
God be knowing.
Yeah. Hope he does. Nigga, he made this shit.
You know what, bro? Maybe he take naps.
He do take naps.
But if God is taking a nap, who's running the world?
We self-sufficient when he finally take a nap.
Mm.
How many times have you taken a nap and KK is just KKing?
I don't want her to KK.
You don't want that.
You don't want that, but you do it though, right?
I have to wake up very fast.
But the fact of the matter is, when you woke up, the house wasn't burnt down.
That's true.
Wasn't nothing broken. A little messy, food everywhere,
Yeah,
but that's about it. Nothing you couldn't clean up.
because she burned that motherfucking house down. We got a problem.
I don't know how you getting out of it because you sleep. Anyway, what we talking about today, Why?
Well, since
You know what? You have a conversation with Scales while I go get my chicken, because the downside to my job is sometimes you forget to go eat. And-
Carvana.
Yeah. Because you be out and about and you be like, yeah, I'll just get something as I get back. And then you get back and it's like, yeah, and I ain't hungry.
Go home.
Right, like I ain't hungry. The next thing you know, it's like, damn, it's 8:00 and I ain't ate since like 8 this morning.
next week we should have egg rolls.
Let me hit her up because she was affected by the power outage too.
She sure was.
So,
That's man. Have you been seeing this shit?
have you been affected by it?
No,
First
I
of all,
wasn't affected. Well,
Neither
Lux
was
didn't have Wi-Fi when I was in there on Tuesday, but
How
we
did-
still had lights. So our card.
oh, that's
swiper
right,
for credit
because
cards
Time
and shit.
Warner was
Yeah,
down in
yeah.
certain areas.
So our card swiper wouldn't work and shit. So we closed a little early. But other than that, I wasn't affected by it at all.
Yeah, I was
The lights flickered in here on Tuesday, but they stayed
Right.
on and the Wi-Fi still worked.
Yeah, because the
I'm
show
surprised
afterwards, we
you
got through it
niggas
with
was
no problem.
outside.
Huh?
I'm surprised you niggas was outside.
Yeah, we was outside for a minute because it didn't seem that bad while I was down here. I
Yeah,
didn't
when it-
realize
when I
what
got here, it was just
going on.
windy
It
as
was just
hell.
windy as fuck.
But apparently that wind is what caused it.
Man.
I get off work on Tuesday. I get off work at 6:00. It's not like sunny out, but it doesn't look like it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
It's just typical sunset shit. So I get home, change my clothes. My homeboy brings my package. So everybody know what time it is.
Yeah, facts.
I gotta make this gas station run because I don't have any more blunts.
Mhm. I hate that run, but go ahead.
Gas station, right? It's at the corner.
Mine is too, but even when you're comfortable in the crib, bro, you don't be wanting to make that run.
It's
Motherfucker
like
be comfortable.
it's less than 2 minutes. It's just a quick walk.
Mine
to the
is too.
corner.
I still be irritated. Go ahead, though.
So I step on the porch and I'm like, okay, it's looking a little funny in the light out here. It looked like it's about to do some bullshit. But I'm like, I can make it to the gas station
you got caught
and
in
back. It's not gonna take me that long. Soon as I walk into the gas station, I see this big ass gust of wind, and then like rain every fucking where in this motherfucker. No. So as my atmosphere can, like the neighbor who always catches me on the porch, he walk in like 2 seconds behind me, and this motherfucker is soaked. So and then so I'm like, well, fuck that. I ain't going outside. I got on flip flops and shorts and a t-shirt. Like, nah, fuck that. So I wait in the gas station. As the rain, it didn't really surpass, but it stopped looking like Hurricane Katrina in this motherfucker. And I had to watch the crackhead dude just like hit on women. Like watching a nigga with no teeth spit game is some of the worst.
The confidence of niggas outside the gas station. I wish I had that kind of confidence with women.
Dog, like
I have all kind of bitches. If I had that kind of confidence, them niggas shoot at anything and everybody. They don't care.
She walked in and she had on like she was dressed like a hairstylist. This nigga said, "So what restaurant you work in?" I was in this motherfucking dying, dog.
Oh shit.
She was like, "Well, excuse me, I am a hairstylist. I don't bust no tables." I was just like, and another lady walks in. He was like, "Oh, she look like Erykah Badu." I'm like, "Fam, stop harassing people."
Bro, you
like,
are sitting outside the gas station, bro. Like you gotta relax, my nigga.
man, then got niggas like want to pump gas for $2. I was like, bro, I don't even have a car. Like, why are you asking me? Can you pump my gas, man? What did you see me jump out of? What did you see me get? Like, dog, niggas at the gas station, us.
Telling you the confidence of a nigga at the gas station, bro. I just wish I
Gotta
had
be.
that confidence.
And
sometimes.
why are we talking about hood niggas? Like, hey, to all my Facebook friends, bro. Okay, please stay out my inbox.
Nope.
Soliciting,
Beats?
no, not beats. Beats is cool.
Oh, you're
It's-
talking about the
It's when niggas be trying to sell me my favorite hobby.
yeah.
Well,
Like-
they know it's your favorite. One, you post every day about how you high.
That if I post every day about how I'm high, that must mean I know a guy.
That meant that
That doesn't. We all know.
he got it on deck already.
Right. They're like, I know a guy. I'm
Let's
good.
be honest, one. How many times have you gone to some place and someone looks at what you got but try to solicit you with something better?
Don't do that.
That's what they do, bro. Like,
And
come on over here to Death Row.
That
We
should
got
be
the best
police
weed.
as a bitch to me. You
That-
inboxing on Facebook about drugs.
Right. Like that.
I don't trust it, but apparently
You
niggas
police
in Milwaukee
is a
is too
motherfucker.
comfortable with it. So they
Yeah.
create a whole group, and that's all they post in the group.
Niggas put their number in the whole Milwaukee and be like, I got loud mobile.
Basically, that's what I
Bro,
was
you just
referring
put
to.
your phone up? Y'all
Dog,
niggas is
it's
wild.
Like all they
fucking weirdos.
For that little $30-$35, you niggas is wild.
about to
son.
get ran down on.
Yeah.
They just be like, so this is how you live your life?
You just slide in people's
Like-
inboxes and shit. Soliciting
Like,
drugs.
Do you know how open Facebook is, bro? Like, and like you just put your it's 6,000 people in this group, and now everybody got your phone number. For what reason?
Why?
Like
Right.
why?
Like they look at it from a like, okay, 6,000 people got my
from a
number.
marketing standpoint?
That's not-
1,000 people called me. I
That's-
came up, but not realizing in that 1,000 is one person who happens to work at District 7,
Yeah, right.
That's just-
who's kind of running low on numbers.
Or it's a nigga who getting ready to tell on some people when he needs some motherfuckers to add to his case. And
Right.
you look
Right.
like prime suspect.
niggas inbox you like an entire menu.
Like they don't even have to.
Say yeah,
Doug,
man.
you understand? They don't have to do stakeouts anymore. They just go online.
Oh, yeah. When the
nigga
last time you
said-
seen a stakeout?
Like, niggas ain't got to stake out no
He
more.
said, I
Like,
got Fruity Pebbles and Frank Sinatra, $40 a piece.
These names.
I'm like, what the fuck? You have Fruity? Like, bro, first of all, I'm never paying you $40 for some cereal. Not even a little bit, bro. I work at a grocery store. I get cereal. Like, why is it called Fruity Pebbles, fam?
because the weed is colorful.
No,
If you got the sticky, it's
every-
colorful.
if you call this shit Fruity Pebbles, and then I bust this bag open, and this shit
yellow,
just
pink, green,
and this shit
strands
just
of
green.
marijuana in there. Exactly.
Nah, I want to see. I want to see a fucking rainbow.
Bro, yeah, exactly.
I
I agree with you.
Man, motherfuckers. Yeah, bro, this that fruity shit. And that shit looking like fucking dirt.
And what's Frank Sinatra pack? Like,
I don't know.
He sung like classic music and was a gangster part time. Like what kind of pack he got?
I don't know.
What kind of pack is that?
I could imagine that shit.
I just want everybody.
I hope it hit.
I just want
You
everybody.
think the Delta variant pack yet? That's out.
What? Who's in charge of naming this fucking drugs, man?
Dog, we are in the middle of a pandemic.
Pandemic, and niggas is naming it after the pandemic.
What happened to hey? That's why I fuck with my nigga, fam. My nigga pull up
Mine too.
My weed is in a motherfucking plastic kitchen bag that got to tie the knot off.
I ain't got to
He
deal
done
with
burnt
all the
that
names
motherfucker.
and all that shit.
My weed comes imported in a jar, delivered by somebody special to me.
See, I'll take weed out of motherfucking jar.
Yeah.
But you motherfuckers with these, do you guys know that you can probably get these packages off fucking Amazon?
Bro, they are in the smoke shop. Bro.
You
See,
can make
this-
them.
Go
See
in
what
any
I'm saying?
smoke shop in Milwaukee,
See?
they right there at the register
Yeah,
next
you
to
can-
the blunts
you
and
can make
shit.
Wait till weed here is legal and I could prosecute you niggas for selling. Like, I would never snitch on you niggas hustle, but you niggas
Nah,
is
niggas is putting
fraudulent.
whole grass clippings and cookies bags and shit.
See?
Like,
Oh, niggas is
bro,
terrible. But-
Burner would never sell me no weed like this, my nigga. Why would you put that in that man pack like that?
I don't know.
That shit don't even match the name, right? That's what somebody said in
Disrespectful.
the comments. It's horrible.
Disrespectful.
Some nigga at the gas station tried to sell me some shit.
Oh, niggas at the gas station, bro. They be having some babbage.
He pulled like the pack out and
I mean,
it
they
had a
left
picture
over.
of George Floyd. I was like, you know what, sir? I don't even want that.
Even though I know people is listening, most people are watching this shit. Don't you hate when you like walking past a nigga car or he drive by you?
What
that?
What? Oh no!
I'm finna run to your window like, dog, what you got, fam? Let me get like, what? Get the fuck out of here, nigga.
You know the crazy part? I don't know if they buying or selling when you do that. So I keep on walking.
Yeah, me too. I don't know if you want to purchase something or you trying to sell me something. You're right, Tom. Because if you do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, Tone, if I hit you with this across the room, you're gonna be like, okay, either Skills, we need to go buy some weed, or he trying to smoke right now, or he got some weed.
Right.
Like,
So my question is, what you want?
I don't.
I don't buy weed from strangers like that, though, man. Like,
Right.
even when I'm out of town, you got to come through my connect. Like, you know what I'm saying? My cousin got to be like, hey, I'm finna send you to my guy. You know what I mean? Like, I don't just buy weed from niggas at the gas station or in the club and shit. Nah.
Like
man.
in Atlanta, I had a dude, but I didn't know who he was with, so we didn't get none.
That's
I wasn't
cool.
taking no chances.
I had some.
Yeah, you brought.
Yeah,
I usually bring mine with me, but just in case we run out, you know, we overdid it a little bit one night. You know what I'm saying? I need to re-up in the morning. I just call somebody in the city. Like, I'm not cold buying no weed from nobody though. Like, never.
Tom was like, while we were driving, I was like, cool. I just stuffed my little canister.
She said, as soon as you buy your blunts, they be on your ass. Yeah, don't let them come
Right.
in the store with you and see you buy no blunts.
That's really
Fam,
what
I
it
got that bag all loud in the gas station. Like, gee,
is. Like my nigga.
I just whispered for these,
Right.
backwoods.
Hey,
This lady just
you-
ended.
And these are legal.
So wait,
Yeah,
is
like-
it? So it's not just me?
No,
Because I realized that like last time I was in the gas, I'm like, why do we whisper
I whispered.
what kind of blunts we want?
Because I think it's nobody's fucking business. You know what I'm saying?
Like nigga
We
be in
will-
front of you.
We
let
will
me-
judge you over your blunt though.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
mean, let's be honest.
Nick come in here and buy a pack of shows in front of me. I am gonna hit him with it. I'm like
Hey.
behind you, like
low
what the
key,
fuck was that?
the chick who was in there who was an uppity stylist,
Bought some shows.
she bought some swishers, and I kind of looked at her funny.
Like you knew to this.
Because I
Yeah,
bought,
you child, you just started smoking weed recently, huh?
I was like, you know, I was standing in the corner with my little Duchess, and she bought a swisher. I was like, ew, you're gonna get
you
cancer.
belittled her dog.
Yes, I
I
almost.
look at people weird when they pull out packs of swishers.
I was like, you're gonna get cancer.
I'm a weed smoking nigga, but I might.
got blunt.
I
Got
might
weed
just hit your
head ass
weed.
niggas.
Could you like just being a weed smoker? Sometimes you'd be bougie.
You got to be dog.
Just can you imagine, motherfucker pass you like, is that a swisher? Yeah, nah. I'll
Oh,
pass.
don't
I've done it. Before.
don't
Swear
smoke
to
with
God,
bong.
I've done it
Don't
before.
smoke with bong niggas though.
or raw
Raw.
paper niggas. They ain't hitting your blunt either.
Nope, they don't. Mm-mm.
See, I'm a smoker. I'm a savage smoker, so I'm hitting everything because you might have some gas in that swisher. So I'm a bear with this texture of this shit, but I'm a leaf, raw cone, raw paper, backwood.
See, and I'm a bold nigga.
See, he's smart. I ain't really big
People
on the
who
pipes and
smoke
bowls.
backwoods look like broken fingers.
They do.
I'm like,
But they burn very slow, Juan. That's the whole
They
niche
do.
to it. They burn
They
very
do.
slow. That's the whole
They
niche.
do.
It's not my favorite blunt, but I like it because it burns slow.
That just burns slow.
You're supposed
Yeah,
to
that's-
wrap it.
It's that on
the
it's a-
leaf.
yeah,
It's
it
that
burns.
real leaf,
Supposed to
especially if
wrap
you
it.
get the real Dutch
Yep.
Yes.
with the old colonial white men on there, not
Yes.
that 99-cent joint they selling us. You
Hey,
gotta get that
hey,
3-pack with them old white
Hey,
men and
hey,
them pilgrim hats.
don't judge me. I smoked a 99.
No, I smoked the 99-cent too, but if I see the Palmas or them other joints there,
Yeah,
I will
okay.
grab those instead. For real.
Look,
My
you
homeboy
see Ben
is,
Franklin,
is a
you gonna
coner.
get your money's worth.
My homeboy is a coner.
Yeah, if you see Ben Franklin,
You
that's
do
the
the
joints they
money
sell at Walgreens and shit. Like, yeah,
I
you see that one, it's up and it's stuck.
Like I saw him stuffing that motherfucker. I was like, oh, this is some fancy shit. I'm a primitive ass nigga.
Right.
I'm still in the gas station buying cigars.
Are you talking about the raw?
Raws.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was with somebody,
and it's
they
got the
was-
nice little filter. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's just-
you
just
niggas is
pack it in.
fancy.
Sometimes I
Tie
use
it
the raw
off.
filter in my blunts.
Okay,
Those
that's
Those
Yeah.
work too. I put it in my backwoods and shit. They
Yeah.
work too. Yeah.
You don't burn your lips.
Yep.
Get all the smoke out of it.
Skills is bougie.
Yeah, I'm bougie.
He
I'm
been
a stoner though, but I'm bougie.
Been bougie.
I'm a stoner.
He has the body of a mannequin. Of course he's bougie. The hell?
That's also a fact. That's
Like if
also
you
a
ever
fact.
want to start a clothing line, just sit at the scale. They'll
Man.
fit whatever.
Any size.
you could probably model like toddler clothes.
I have one time, not toddler, but guilty. You know how sometimes you be in H&M in the young men's section have a t-shirt that's not in the men's section. I bought an extra large out the young men's section.
So
one time.
extra large young men is
It's a small, pretty much in men.
oh okay, it makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Was it a nice shirt?
It was one of like a graphic tee. I think
Huh.
it had like the Rolling Stones or something.
Oh,
on it. It was
okay.
kind of dope. I bought it. It was in the H&M, but it was at H&M and it was
Hey,
in the
you
young
know,
men's section.
I don't judge you because if I could, I would definitely like if I had a smaller foot, I definitely would buy women's shoes.
Oh, doper shoes.
Because women's like when they come out with J's
Fire.
for the
Women
women,
get all the
women get-
colorways.
Color.
Women
Yeah,
get
they
all
be
the
having the
colors.
sick colorways, bro. Air Max, Jordans, everything. Jordan 1s, especially Jordan 1s.
yes.
There's a Vapor Max I want that
That only come in female.
Only come in the female color.
I'd be like, man, you some of my bitches. But you know.
I agree with
Women
you.
shop
on
more than men though.
that. True.
What's your favorite basketball shoe?
Penny ones.
You like the ones?
The penny ones was sick.
Those ones are nice.
The penny twos was nice too. Damn, basketball shoe.
I'm gonna be honest with you. My favorite shoe, because I just got them again, Jordan 4s. Only because they were the first pair of shoes I tricked my stepdad into buying for me.
How you
Damn, I might have to go with the 11s.
Jordan 11?
Yep.
I can fuck with it.
Well, I might have to go Jordan 11s. And then if we go recently, like in this era, I'm gonna go with the KDs with the wings.
Yes, I am.
Which
You
ones
know
are
which ones
those?
I'm talking about?
They're not a
When
new.
they put the strap across the front.
Oh,
with the
okay,
wing
okay,
on it,
with the wing-
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah. So
Him and
that-
Kyrie kind of had the same strap, but KD shit was a little doper than Kyrie's was.
Oh, he recently just kind of brought that model back,
Back,
but
yeah.
it's an upper now. It's like
an
a
upper.
mid
It's
or
a
high.
Remember, it was only low.
Right,
back
it used to be a
then,
low. Now it's a high.
yeah. OMG is tone eating. Yes,
Yes,
he is.
yes, he is. I think just like aesthetically, one of my favorite basketball shoes. Gary Payton had a nice shoe.
Man, a nice shoe.
The Zoom,
The Zoom was
yeah,
nice, bro.
That was nice as
Before
fuck.
they put the zipper on them. I'm talking about the Zoom before the zipper. That's kind of what the freaks remind me of. Giannis shoe reminds me of the Gary Paytons. That's
So you like the Zoom before the you like the Zoom now is a low before they
low.
put just
It looked just like the freaks, damn near. It looks
Yeah.
exactly like Giannis shoe, damn near. But I like them with the zipper on there too. But I like the one without the zip too. I like both.
you know a lot of people kill me for I'm not a fan of Giannis shoe.
I'm not a big fan of Giannis shoe either.
Like
I'm more of a fan that he got a Nike deal, and that's
Hey,
my boy, and I'm proud of him.
I
and
dig
shit.
that, but
The shoe ain't all that. though.
his like I'll be saying it's certain star players.
Shoes suck.
Like Nike just throw you motherfuckers in the fucking pile. Like Paul George, fuck
Fuck you.
Kyrie, and fuck it.
I think I might have seen one decent pair of PG-13s. One. They was like black with
I-
like some cursive shit on.
I
the
was
side
gonna
of them.
say I never seen a decent pair, but I own a pair.
You own a
The pair I bought, I thought was tight.
LeBron was doing good early in his career. South Beaches and taxi cabs and all that. I was into that shit. Thought all that shit was fire.
LeBron,
The Charlotte Hornet joints he dropped. I had those.
LeBron,
$225 for the shoe too. He
his
was whacking
like
for the motherfuckers.
it's certain silhouettes of his shoe I like, and then some I don't.
It was kind
But
of
that's-
big and booty and bulky a little bit.
That's how I
but-
feel about Jordans. Like
Jordans did get weird towards the
No,
end.
what? The last pair of mics that I thought was okay was the ones that came in the silver case with the handle.
okay,
Those
that
are-
was
You talking about the ones that had like,
It was like
Velcro you
17,
could
them
take
like
off?
17s.
Teams. He was playing for the Wizards.
Right, okay, them
Yeah.
17s. The 18s wasn't bad, but I feel like anything after like 14,
It's questionable.
I'm not fucking with
What?
it.
Very questionable.
That was when Nike was like, you know what? Let's just buy your routes, right? And they just started dropping shoes because they could.
And I just be like, I know Mike ain't just.
He ain't signed off.
I
on
know
it.
Mike ain't see these. It was like, yeah, put them out.
Now the ones he did sign off on, but I like those is the Ferrari ones. What are those? Like the 12s,
14s.
14s. The
And-
Ferrari
'cause
14s.
The original 14s was black and red.
black and red.
And then some came, and then it was red and white, and then
They
he
did
dropped the
black,
Ferrari,
yellow
and that was like the red velvet or
with the
suede
yellow
with
on
the-
there.
yeah,
Yeah.
Them motherfuckers cold.
Fire.
So how do you feel about the NBA right now? Where do you think we headed?
I think niggas doing all this shit to lose to the Bucks. I think it's a
You
bunch
know-
of tomfoolery going on
I
to
hope
lose
you're
to the
right.
Bucks.
I really hope you're right.
I think niggas is doing all this super team
I-
shit just to lose to Giannis again.
Super teams
The-
suck.
Yeah, that shit is fugazi.
I hope Giannis was watching.
First of all,
because he gonna have a tall order. Like I know we can do it, but he gonna have a tall order because I believe Brooklyn is gonna come back and it's gonna be fully healthy. So that's three
I
right
still
there.
don't see Kyrie playing a full NBA season, man. I just don't. Now
He-
James Harden will be in better shape
he-
than he was
he
when he
never
got
will.
there because James Harden got fat in Houston to get out of Houston, and then when he got to Brooklyn, he was still fat, and that's how he pulled his hamstring.
Yeah, but
So Harden, because Harden's never been hurt in his career,
even
bro.
as a fat nigga, he was still giving niggas 40.
No, but what I'm saying is when he come back this season, we will see the regular James Harden. Kyrie's gonna be the problem in Brooklyn because I don't think he's gonna be healthy once the playoffs come. He's never healthy. Never. That nigga's always hurt.
That's true.
Always.
I think Chicago got a little better.
I think Chicago got better. They're not better than Milwaukee. I think
No,
I think it makes them as good as like Indiana. I think they replace Indiana where Indiana was like 6th
yeah,
last year. That's where Chicago will go this year.
I
I think Washington got worse.
For sure, they
got
they
worse.
definitely get in the first round. They get in the top 5 pick.
I don't like Boston without Kemba Walker. So the East looks
They
real
got,
fugazi.
they
to
got
me.
Schroeder.
Yeah,
I mean, but Schroeder's he's an idiot for turning down 84 million.
to end up with a 1-year deal, $5 million in Boston.
I'm like, fam, 84 million.
But right now they talking about he might not even start because they talking about
Maybe-
starting Marcus Smart at the one.
Maybe he didn't want to go where he didn't want to be there no more.
No, he turned down the 84 because he thought he could get more.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he did one of those. Yeah, he
Dennis-
thought he was gonna get more.
Dennis Schroeder
You
ain't
are
worth-
not Bobby Portis.
He thought he was gonna get 120.
Yeah, he wanted
That's
like
what
a
he
max
wanted. Yeah, he
deal.
wanted a 5-year 120.
Man, I don't want you on my team for 2 seasons,
Man.
and this is 2K.
Come on, trash,
This
bro.
nigga want to fight, man.
Mm-mm.
So who else made a move? I
I'm-
like DeRozan with Chicago.
I like like I said, I like the Chicago moves. I think Atlanta will be better next year. I think Atlanta moves into the top 3 or 4 up there with Philly, Milwaukee, and Brooklyn. I think Atlanta moves into that conversation next season because they brought John Collins back, and that was the most important thing. They re-signed him.
Where do you see New York?
About 5th.
New York
6th.
going to the playoffs.
Yeah, New York would be right in there. New York would be right behind Atlanta.
I'm still not going back to that
I,
relationship.
I think D Rose and
I'm done.
Kemba Walker going to be a nice.
No, that's
duo
not.
in
That's
the
dope.
backcourt.
They did. I think all their moves, they were able to, because I remember seeing the Knicks report when the season ended, and their biggest thing was to keep the core that they had
Right.
and then add a veteran point guard.
So
Well, they did that. They got Kimba, and then they
Right.
brought back Alec Burke, Julius Randle.
they pretty much brought back the
They
whole
brought
team.
back the New Orleans Noel. He re-signed. Everybody re-signed.
Who is new that they got? I don't.
It's just really Kimba. I don't.
Yeah, I
they got
think it was
Kimba, and then
I think I got somebody else.
Evan Fournier.
Yeah, Evan
Yeah,
Fournier.
and I think he's a good piece there too. So that's what I'm saying. You got a young team like that, and then you add a Kimba Walker and an Evan Fournier. That's exactly kind of what they needed. And Mitchell Robinson will be healthy this
Oh
year.
yeah, New York.
Yeah,
New York definitely
yeah,
gonna
New
be
York gonna be
five,
straight.
6.
Yeah, New York will be 5 in there somewhere.
I
I don't know what's gonna happen with Philly, but even
They
with a
smoke-
bad
first
Ben
of all-
Simmons, they still finished top 3 in the
first of
East.
all, Philly smoking crack.
Yeah, they
'Cause
want a
if-
motherfucker to give you their whole team for
If
Ben
you think niggas is finna mortgage their entire future for fucking Ben Simmons, oh, you smoking dope. This like he not. I don't know if he garbage or he just, like I don't know what he is, but he suck.
It sucks.
He's big trash.
Maybe they doing this to prove to Ben Simmons you are not worth as much as you think you are.
Yeah,
but
For
they
real, he might be in the back office talking big greasy,
because
and they was like, "Okay, let me
this
show
is the
you."
only client that LeBron and them struggle with getting a deal done.
Every
Every other Rich Paul client gets their money. Even Eric Bledsoe, like everybody else that is under LeBron and Rich Paul, and them, they get their bag, bro, and they get whatever they want done, trades, anything. Ben Simmons has been the hardest player to move
because nobody wants this nigga,
Maybe he,
especially after the performance that he showed you in the
Yeah.
playoffs. But nobody wants you,
You 16, you went up against a 6-foot point guard and he smoked you. I'm talking about embarrassed you.
bro. But would you want that on your team?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
No. And you don't shoot threes in a shoot three league. Like, even if you can't make them, Giannis shoot threes, he can't make them, but you got to shoot them. This is a shoot three league.
What
bro.
they should have
fucking
did. What they
Lopez shoot
Yeah.
three.
What they should have did is before Ben Simmons got exposed in the playoffs, you should have took Fat James Harden and sent that nigga to Houston, and then there'd be Houston problem.
Yeah, because Harden was trying to get to Philly before he got to Brooklyn, because that's what Daryl Morey is, who left Houston. He the GM in Philly.
I'd
now.
have sent Ben Simmons packing so
What?
motherfucking fast.
Yeah. And then out west, I don't know. I think the Lakers are old. I'm worried about them as far as health. If everybody is there, I think they'll be good. I still don't know if they win the West with that roster. I don't know, because Utah's very good. Phoenix is very
The
good.
concept of the
Denver
Lakers
is
is
very
old.
good. Like, it's some very good teams in the Western Conference.
All the
bro.
niggas that they signed combined shoot over 40%
From three, true, but they're not high volume 3-point shooters either. They didn't go get a Klay Thompson, Chris Middleton type nigga. Like,
I don't think you need high volume. I just think when you shoot, you just got to make your shots.
well, I mean, that was KCP's role when he was there. He made over 40%.
Because Bron, AD, and Russ are going to do most of the scoring.
Facts.
So if I could get maybe 10, 15 from Melo, and maybe he's more of a defensive problem for somebody. Like, that's been Melo thing his entire. Melo don't fucking rebound.
No, he don't do
He
shit.
don't do shit.
But
He
score.
just standing there.
Yeah, he was score. On the offensive end, he's a problem though.
Right,
So,
but I think as he gets older and the league, you gotta start playing more defense, man.
I've said this once. I'll say it again. Fuck Melo.
God damn,
End
bro.
the story.
Melo might get a ring this year.
you think the Lakers are gonna win it?
No.
I said
I
might.
can't see the Lakers beating the Bucks. in the
Even if the
finals.
Bucks don't make it, they're not beating whoever comes and replaces the Bucks.
I don't see them beating the Bucks at all though.
Why did PJ Tucker go to Miami?
Money.
Because we couldn't pay him.
We couldn't pay
would've
him.
Had to go into the luxury tax. We offered him 2-year, $20 million, and Miami offered him like 2-year, almost $40 million. Or some
Right.
shit like that. So
We couldn't. He
The
didn't
mo-
want to go.
Bobby Portis ended up taking what we offered, because in a year Bobby can renegotiate and get that bag, because
Right.
the salary cap goes back up, and then we can afford the luxury tax. So that's why Bobby did the 1-year thing with us, and he coming back, but he gonna get his bag from us
Right.
in a year. But PJ, his age, into his career, he's coming off a huge contract from
Right.
Houston. The contract he coming off of, he got paid already. So he was looking for like a 2-year deal. It was either Miami, LA, or Brooklyn. So
And he wasn't going to go to Brooklyn because of what just happened.
yeah,
He ain't
so-
going to go over to LA.
and he wants to Miami. I mean, he's a party animal. type
Right.
nigga,
That's
so,
true.
You know what I mean? I hated to lose him. Hopefully Miami suck. They do a buyout and we get him back here for cheap. You know how niggas
Oh,
be
in
getting bought out.
I think in 2 years, he going to come back anyway.
Yeah, I
If
think
our nucleus is still the
the
same,
same,
he
yeah.
going to come back. Everybody, when you win a ring with somebody, you always end up coming
Facts.
back.
Look at those old Laker teams and shit.
You're right. Look how many people steal that.
Lamar Odom and Rick Fox and all them niggas kept coming back to Kobe. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So Derek Fisher even. Remember, he went to Utah for a year or two and then he came back to the Lakers.
What is your thoughts about the San Antonio Spurs?
I don't know.
Because
Should they
So,
even still
the-
be a franchise?
no,
Like,
no, that's just like because I feel like I think this might be Pop last season.
dog, they
'Cause-
lost Patty Mills.
Because when you look at his roster, like Pop like to play old school basketball.
he got all
And
kids.
all these niggas is getting younger.
He got all kids.
and I think the
now.
last vet that you had was probably like Rudy Gay. But I
Gay.
think Rudy Gay is
Yeah,
gone.
he left. Yeah, Rudy
Like,
Gay
so
left.
DeRozan's gone. Like everybody is the average age on your team is probably 25. You not playing old school basketball with a bunch of young niggas that want to run.
Mm-mm.
So
I knew they were in trouble a couple years ago when they took the Lonnie Walker kid. You know what I'm talking about? The
Yeah,
super
I know.
athletic guard with the
Mhm,
dreads
with
and
the
shit.
long guys.
He's
yeah.
not a San Antonio player. They don't even draft niggas like that. You know what I'm saying? So when they took him, I thought they were already reaching. That was 2 or 3 years ago. I thought they were reaching then. Like y'all don't even draft niggas.
They had
like
to be reaching before that then, because they remember when they took DeJounte Murray.
Yeah, but
he's the point guard.
He's the point guard. Yeah, but he a little different than Lonnie. Lonnie's like wild, pure athleticism, gangster street nigga. Like Jamonte is a good guy. Like he's a Chris Middleton kind of guy. Quiet, gonna show up, come to practice. That's how the white nigga is that play in the backcourt with him. The other young dude.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? They both kind of mild mannered, tame type niggas.
San Antonio is a military city.
Yeah.
So
and Popovich was a military coach. He came out the Navy.
Right.
I think this is gonna be
not
his last
used to
year.
these happy niggas.
That's why David Robinson was one of their biggest players because
that's why they was willing to make that bank on him.
Yep, they drafted
where
him.
He had to sit out 2 years because of the military because they already know how the city works, and he's technically hometown because it's a military city. So they was like, that nigga was gonna get love no matter what.
Tom, you should have went to the league. You was in the military.
No,
a 7 foot. He wasn't 7 foot 250 in the military.
He wasn't changing the game.
Yeah,
nigga, I'm 5'10".
Yeah, David Robinson was left-handed, could shoot.
You know who else in the league is only 5'10"? Muggsy Bogues. look, just remember that.
Look how little he looked.
Look how little he was.
Fuck him for putting fuck whoever casted the first Space Jam.
The first Space Jam was based on who was popular at the time.
So Sean Bradley was very popular because of his size. Next to Shaquille O'Neal, he was one of the biggest people in the league, and he was selling tickets at arenas just because it was to come see the 7'7" freak, of nature. Like he couldn't score.
I'm like, so y'all
Muggsy Bogues actually could hoop. That was the thing about Muggsy.
You got to think about it, dog. Being that little to make it to the league.
He started 82 games for a playoff team. The Charlotte Hornets went to the playoffs that year Space Jam was made and played Jordan in the first round.
That Charlotte squad with him,
Larry Johnson, Dale Curry, Steph Curry, daddy. Yeah, Dale Curry was the shooter on that team.
That was a squad.
Glenn Rice was the shooter on that team. They played defense and they could shoot.
They
like
was
a motherfucker.
Fuck Sean Bradley.
I mean, you just mad because he didn't age well league-wise.
He was a scrub out the gate,
right? Like you got,
but like I just told you back then, Tone, to tell you the NBA sold tickets for shit like that. Like your parents would be like, "Yeah, I bought a ticket to the Sixers game. You know they got that giant white boy,
right?"
And that would be why you would go, like because the Bucks suck, the Sixers suck, so you only went to see Sean Bradley because he's 7'7".
Or you used to be a Dr. J fan.
He was damn near gone by the time Sean Bradley. By the time Sean Bradley got there, they had like Clarence Witherspoon and niggas like that and shit.
Barkley was on his way out the door.
Iverson came after Bradley. That's when the Iverson wave started in Philly.
I wonder how Philly would have looked with Ivo and Bradley.
Right? I think they sent Bradley to Dallas.
Yeah, they did to be able to get AI.
And now Dallas got Boban and shit. They got the other 7 foot.
I mean, but you got to remember they used to have big niggas all the time. Like Manute Bol was a big deal.
George Mirasan.
He actually did movies though. He's a real actor. This nigga dude did about 13.
Who was the big nigga that was in Portland? Adrius Sabonis.
Yeah.
Now that nigga, when him and Shaq went head to head,
Sabonis was cold though. We got to see the old Sabonis by the time he got over here because European players couldn't come to America the way they used to when Sabonis was playing.
Right.
He was sick. The Sabonis we seen was an old man with bad knees and a bad back, and he was still balling.
Right. He was banging with Shaq. He was the only nigga that could actually calm Shaq.
And he pulled Shaq away from the basket.
Right.
That's what taught the Spurs how to beat the Lakers. Like, okay, Sabonis pulled him away from the basket. Tim Duncan pulled Shaq away from the basket for us.
Yep.
So Ginobili can just walk to the rim all night.
Yep.
His son.
That's also why what was old boy in Dallas?
I want him to get out of Indiana. He need to get to a real team.
Hey, if he go to Denver and play with Joker, that might be.
He need to go to a real team.
It might happen.
Young Sabonis got game. I like him a lot.
It might happen, bro. No.
You know what, low key? That's what I want to see. Now I don't know if anybody ever gonna be smart enough to think about it. Hear me out. I want to see the Euro niggas form a fucking super team. Like, just imagine.
I mean, they could if you go point guard, you go Luka at the 1.
Right. Luka, Sabonis, and then we get
the
Joker.
Luka, Sabonis, the Joker, Giannis. Giannis is a foreign player.
If the Euro niggas
so you go,
form
think about
a super
that. That's
team.
Jokic at the 5, Giannis at the 4.
Right. Sabonis at the
well, no, Giannis will play the 3. Sabonis at the 4. Damn, Giannis plays the 3. Oh my God. Sabonis, I mean,
and then Luka's playing
Luka Doncic, and then we need one more guy.
You need a big man.
It seemed like we need a guard. It seemed like I'm missing somebody.
Yeah, we need a 2 guard.
You can grab any European at that point.
Grab any European at that point.
Evan
Fournier.
Be a role player.
He just gave the USA team 30. in the FIBA game about 2 weeks ago.
Right, just like what if the Euro niggas be like, we teaming up? How
Oh,
nasty?
damn, Rudy Gobert, Nicholas Batum,
what-
Patty
okay,
Mills,
that's what I'm
G.
saying.
Okay, so if you do it, what team do you do it on?
They could come out of
But,
London.
but you know,
They could be the London team. Or
No, I'm just saying, like,
No,
if
you got to be an NBA team.
if we did
but if they
regular-
did that,
if we
we would be
did,
pissed.
Yeah.
if we did regular NBA, like they're gonna go to like a small market because them Euro niggas don't really be
They don't
giving,
care about
they
it.
don't
they
be
don't
giving
care.
a fuck about that big money. They like it's coming.
And they stay with your franchise forever.
Right.
They don't
Like,
leave
they
the
do
free
some
agency
shit like
or
that
none
in-
of that shit.
So
They do that shit like
Minnesota
Denver.
is what you saying.
Yeah,
Minnesota, Denver, they do that shit somewhere fucking random.
Because Minnesota don't have a ring under their belt. Yep, they'll
'Cause,
hold in Minnesota.
Because
Damn,
the
because they would have Bogdanovich.
because the Currents, they do that shit in Utah. Because like the current,
Yep, because
like
Utah got the other Bogdanovich. dude.
and what made me think about it was like I had high hopes when they drafted Luka to Dallas because I was like, when Porzingis come off this injury, he gonna be like he was in New York
And they haven't
when
really,
he was killing.
and they haven't really gelled that well.
He fucking sucks.
Yeah, they haven't gelled that well.
So once again, fuck Porzingis.
Yeah.
Also,
And you know what's crazy? When he got drafted, they booed
him.
that
I like-
nigga.
But
Go
they
ahead.
also booed LeBron. I just seen that the other day. Did y'all ever seen that? They
They booed
booed
LeBron?
LeBron draft night. He got booed too.
well, that's because everybody had high hopes on Carmelo because he technically should have been the number
Because
one
he had
draft
just won the
pick.
national
Yeah,
championship.
he should have been the number one draft pick. But high school niggas, they wasn't too keen on that.
LeBron got drafted number one because he was the hometown kid.
Yeah, I mean the
Yeah.
Cavaliers. I think the NBA did that on purpose.
Yeah,
I
it's
think him
true.
and Derrick Rose ended up in Chicago and Cleveland because the NBA
Yeah,
fixed the lottery. and
some of
sent
that
them
shit.
there.
Just,
I believe it.
Yeah, I believe
some
they
of that
fixed the
shit
lottery
be-
and sent them niggas there. That wasn't
Like
no
until I
coincidence.
actually see a ball come up
Yeah,
a little
like, that
vacuum and you
wasn't no
take it and show it,
coincidence.
I always feel like
Yeah,
How these
I'll
niggas
be
is-
watching conspiracy videos on that, like on YouTube. Like they said that they fixed the draft the year Pat Ewing got
Ewing came-
drafted.
yeah, it was definitely
'Cause-
fixed.
'cause-
They was they got caught.
Because
Yeah, they got took like to the Supreme Court or some shit and got caught that year. They literally fixed it for the Knicks to get Ewing in the draft that year.
right. And
Literally.
that's how I feel like it because for it to be the draft lottery and no team who's not in
Yeah.
the big one never makes it up there, that's how you know it's real. It's supposed to be a lottery. It's supposed to be a chance that even though the Bucks won, they could still get the top five.
So this
pick.
is the thing. The NBA
I
had
think they've
already-
changed the rules now to the lottery.
No, they didn't change the lottery now. You
Yeah.
can barely cheat that motherfucker now. It's impossible to cheat it
Right.
now. But I'm saying, so for instance, let's just take the LeBron James scenario. Cleveland, right?
Right.
Struggling franchise.
At that point, yes.
See what I'm saying? NBA needs all 30 teams flourishing, bro. They don't need 15 doing good and the other 15 sucking. That doesn't balance the books
Big
right.
facts.
So, okay, 3 years before he graduates from high school, we realized we could put him on ESPN and get better ratings than a Jordan basketball game at the time, right? He gets
Okay.
better ratings than Kobe and Michael Jordan, and he's playing high school basketball. We're putting his games on ESPN. So that already showed us that we can get a bag off this nigga. So if we can get him drafted to the place that he's from, we can revitalize that franchise.
Oh yeah, they was already
In
building
10
that
years,
story.
look at what they did. The man went there, made money, left, came back, and won a championship for his franchise. In a 10-year span, he did that.
You know, and just by that theory alone will really make me think that the NBA is rigged. Because then just look at like the next 15 draft picks that Cleveland had. The only person that worked out was Kyrie. Everybody else fucking terrible. Fucking terrible.
So even when LeBron left, the NBA tried to give them Anthony Bennett. It tried to give them Kyrie Irving. They had the number one pick 2 years in a row when LeBron went to Miami.
yeah, Anthony Bennett was terrible.
Think about that. When you lose your star player, like if Giannis would have left Milwaukee, the NBA wasn't going to give us no first round, the number one pick in the draft. They took care of Cleveland so much that when LeBron left and went to Miami, they gave them the number one pick the next 2 years in the draft, bro. And then they were in the top five because they picked Waiters 1 year. They picked Tristan Thompson 1 year. So they were even in the top five of the lottery. But 2 years in a row, they had the 1 and 2 pick when that man left. That's how you know the NBA was coddling them. I'll give you another example. Nike invested $250 million into the city of Cleveland when LeBron got drafted. Nike. They just invested like $200 million up here, though, with Giannis and his campaign and shit.
Have
But
you
they
ever
did
been to
that
Cleveland?
I have
terrible.
not.
I'm talking about a dump of a
They
city,
they
bro.
do not deserve to.
No, hell no.
They need it,
Yeah.
but they don't deserve
It's
it.
a dump of a city, bro.
Like
No,
you go to Akron, you might get robbed. You go to Independence, you might get shot for being black.
Derrick Rose has a lifetime contract with Adidas.
I
When
read
he
that.
signed with the Bulls and went to Chicago, Adidas showed up and invested in Chicago sports, athleticism, AAU teams, all of that shit. That was all a plan. Derrick Rose had been selling out games and television games at Memphis and in high school. He was the same product as LeBron. They knew what Derrick Rose was going to be. That's why he ended up in Chicago.
How you think the NBA gonna look now that I think is the next coming draft? They've got rid of the high school.
Yeah,
rule,
next
I've
coming
heard.
draft, you can come out of high school.
So a lot of cherry picking from high school. I'm happy because I feel like if niggas really don't want to go to college, stop making them go to
Go
college.
The college game ain't the same anyway.
Because you got a bunch of niggas that don't want to
Wanna
play
go
for
play
years.
for it, and it's watered down because a lot of niggas be like, fuck college. I'm going
Right.
overseas,
I think
or I'm
what's
going
hap-
to AAU, or I'm
Right.
going to
But I think
G
what's
League.
happening now that the colleges can actually, college kids can kind of start making money on their own. That need for that college money
Ain't it
is
that important?
It's not that important because they had to give the athletes some kind of a stipend or something to survive. But now that you can actually go out and still get deals, get money, take bribes, you didn't hear that from us. But it's cool now. So you don't need college like that.
So 2
used to.
years ago, take Zion. Zion didn't need to go to Duke.
No, he could have probably came. He
He
could have
went
came.
straight to the out of high school to NBA. I knew about Zion Williamson when he was in 10th grade. They've been talking about this nigga on NBA blog sites and all of that shit.
That's
He didn't
right.
have to go to college. College wanted to make some money off of him.
Right.
See, that's the thing. But the NBA and NCAA don't even have a relationship.
That's
like
why
that.
I always
That's why
respect
Adam Silver, like, y'all ain't eating off of us no more. Fuck
That-
y'all. We don't have a relationship with y'all like that. Y'all dirty. Y'all don't even take care of these kids.
That's why I respected Brandon Jennings because
Because
he jumped
And went to
like when
Greece.
you were required to go 1 year. Like I'm not going to college, and he immediately went.
So
and
now you
balled
got
overseas.
Darius Baisley that played for the Thunder. He did that. The kid that the Magic drafted last year. Damn, they took Greg Anthony's son, Cole Anthony, and they took another guard.
oh,
He
RJ
went
Hampton.
RJ Hampton. He
Yeah, he
went
went
overseas too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Brandon Jennings opened up the door to say, hey,
Lonzo
you just-
Ball. He never went to college. I mean,
LaMelo.
LaMelo never went to college.
Yeah,
He went overseas and
Yeah,
played
'cause
pro.
What's the? Because you got to be removed.
19.
You got to be removed.
Yeah,
so
you gotta
many
be, you
years.
gotta be at least 19 years old. That's
19.
what that was the old rule. Now they going back to 18.
Yep, got to be 19
Oh,
years
well,
old,
yeah.
and they want you to
NBA
be at
finna-
least
Maybe 1 year.
we out.
Yeah.
So
1
niggas
year
went
out.
balled overseas for a year and then came back.
The NBA finna look real different.
Very, because you
With a
taking
bunch
niggas out
of-
the G League now. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Right.
now you can get drafted out the G League, you can get
That's
drafted
they
out of
should.
Europe.
They should have been doing that.
They should have been doing that. You can get drafted out of college and you can get drafted out of high school. So that's 4 pools that they picking talent from.
So now all these niggas who ball at the playground who said they never got a chance,
Now you can get a look.
now you can get a look.
Because you can get into the G League.
You can get into the G League, ball out of
Oh,
control.
I forgot one. Shout out Mike Taylor. The Big Three is a part of that thing. too.
Oh, they
Grabbing
they
niggas out the
taking-
Big Three, too.
Oh, they're taking
You
niggas out the
get
Big
yep,
Three
you get
now?
drafted.
The old
Shout out
niggas?
to Mike
You can get
Taylor.
drafted. You can
Wait,
make
no,
a summer league team as an old nigga, or as a young player, you can get drafted out of the G League.
That's,
Out of the Big Three.
that's
That-
fire.
That's
That's
right.
fire.
So you so niggas who playing in the Big Three, you could possibly come back.
Facts.
Right.
This niggas playing summer league teams right now that played in the Big Three. They
Right.
just left last week to go to Vegas and play in summer league.
And that's what's up.
That's
Like
dope.
I like the options.
Me
now.
too.
Like
And it takes the validity away from the college
right.
because they were like We Energies. They were a monopoly.
And I don't feel like that
I
was
wonder
fair.
what they
No,
finna
hell
do
no.
with the football programs in college. I wonder if that's gonna trickle over to basketball.
Well, see, the
But
one
see,
thing
that's
is-
different though. You
They
don't
let them
have that
cheat.
freedom.
And
to
they
do
let them
that.
cheat, too.
No, well, because
We know
like,
boosters pay football
Right.
programs. We know boosters.
Oh yeah, we
pay.
been knew
We
that.
know
and then
You got to.
because they just settled the case where now
But
they can
most-
start making a
most
video
football
game
players
again.
Are this color.
Right.
Basketball players are what color?
They're everywhere.
And they
They're
come from where? The ghetto.
Everywhere.
So they like, we're not taking care of these little ghetto bastards. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Our boosters don't give a fuck. It ain't they kids playing. 9 times out of 10, if my dad is if my dad is rich, 1% white, and I play the sport, oh, he's donating millions of dollars to that program. I'm talking about
type of nigga
millions.
get a library built in his neck. Nah,
That's
okay.
all they ask.
That's all they ask. Build a dorm in my name or name the football stadium after me and my wife. You know what I'm saying?
My wife like flowers. Make sure that atrium over there is named after my mama.
Dope.
Some shit like that. And they'll be
Yeah.
like, okay. That's
Yeah.
why if you ever go to a college, bro, you 20 years ago, the college looked completely different. That's why. That money. But football is different, bro. There's no alternative football
Nope.
program you can be a part of and then get picked up from
Like
there.
if the XFL would have worked, it'd have been an alternate program.
And that's something.
I would like to see what it looks like when it comes back.
If he
Because
does
The Rock is gonna run it. So I want to see.
so like arena football, Canadian Football League. None of those leagues measure up to the
They don't
NFL.
measure up with
Like,
the
and they're not
technicality.
in partnership with the NFL. See, the smartest thing the NBA did was got in partnership. So you got NBA Africa, you got the FIBA League in Europe, you got the G League, you got the Big Three. The NBA partnered with those people,
Right? So they can.
So now they're not competition anymore. Now they're funneling us their players.
So there's
You see
not.
what I'm saying?
So it doesn't feel like it's pillaging anymore.
Yeah.
You don't have to be all shady with it. It's like it's an upfront deal, and it makes them other leagues give something to strive for.
Yep.
Like you want to come over here where people are making millions of
I
dollars
really feel
doing
like
what you're doing.
the NBA finna have a network in a second,
Yeah, I don't see why not.
just so we can have access and
To
watch
all of this shit.
all
So
of this
NBA
shit.
TV is going to be something completely different.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind if
And it
turned
should be.
into
It should
something
be. I think
different.
it'll have a larger impact than what it got right now because, like I said, it's going global. Barack Obama just signed up to be one of the dudes that runs NBA Africa.
I seen that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that shows you how large and how big they trying to do that.
I hope the WNBA gets a little more love.
It seems like it's picking up, like as far as
I feel-
money behind it.
I feel like what they should do.
When they
with
put it
the
on 2K, that was big.
Yeah, that was huge. That was way
huge.
big.
Oh, I love playing with the WNBA.
That was huge.
Like that was way big. What they should do is take the WNBA and actually make it that they do play non-exhibition games against women teams from overseas.
Facts. Now I agree with that.
That way you can create that because most of them already played over there in one shape or
They
form.
should damn near do a world championship.
And that's what I'm
Tom.
saying.
Like you
Like,
had a
open it
regular
up.
league championship, and then whoever wins,
Win
they can go over
The
there and
world,
play against
yeah.
the FIBA
Ooh,
champion.
shit.
That should have
God,
done numbers.
ooh.
So you got the FIBA playoffs, and then you have the
The world-
regular WNBA playoffs.
And then you had a world championship, literally.
so
literally.
the two teams. Okay, that could be fire.
Like to say the Chicago Sky win, and then the team from France win. They would
And
play
they
each other
play.
And then the
in
winner
a neutral location.
The winner is the world champion
Champion.
until next
Or
season.
let's
Oh, I'm fucking
I
with
think
that.
that
Or-
would help with
or-
the women brand.
Hold on.
You know what
Or
I'm
we
saying?
could do it one better. Let's do it like FIFA do, where every 4 years, every country has a women team that represents them, and y'all ball out. I mean, we got it in the Olympics, but this is something that's outside of there.
And I think the women, I think
Maybe do it every 2 years.
because the men do it
Yeah,
outside the Olympics. We have a FIBA tournament too outside the Olympics. That's how they figure out the seeding for the Olympics.
right.
Yeah, so-
And just to keep it fair, you might not take your star players from the league. You'll take like your rookies and sophomores. Or
because the
something
way
like that.
this shit works is sponsorship.
Big
So the
facts.
more games that WNBA has on TV or they play, the more sponsorship money they can get. So my problem with them is they just not putting the product out here enough.
Yeah,
Right, because it'd be some
and now
shit
is the perfect
that
time since
maybe-
everything is women empowerment.
Because like I feel like when the WNBA first started, that shit was a big deal.
You know, because they put a lot of money
They put a
behind
lot
it.
of
Like,
behind
they
it.
had regular draft
Mhm.
night, just like if we was watching, the NBA.
'Cause we
Because-
Rebecca Lobo and all
Cheryl
them.
Cheryl
Swoops,
Swoops.
yeah, like
it was-
that's
we
when
was-
it was cracking.
But see, also the thing was the product of women's basketball in college was big. So that's where the WNBA came from. You had these Lobos, Diana Taurasi, even the sister who Dawn, the black girl who just coached the WNBA.
I know
just
you
coached
talking.
the
I
women
can't.
to
It's
the
been
gold,
so
Dawn
long.
Staley.
Yeah,
You had her, bro. They were like breaking records on television. Like
Big
UConn's women team going undefeated all those years like that. Every game that
was
came on
cold.
TV was highly rated. So you want to draft those girls and put them on teams places.
right. Because
See what I'm
what
saying?
was it? Tennessee
Because they
Volunteers?
already got a following, bro. Like women's college basketball is damn near bigger than men's, dog.
I used to love women's.
Yeah,
college
like with
basketball.
how rabid the fan base and the following is. You know what I'm saying? So that was the smart thing when the WNBA was created. You got to put Rebecca Lobo in New York. She's the biggest college basketball player coming from UConn. They haven't lost in 4 years, and she's the face of the team. She has to play for the New York franchise. You
That
see what I'm
makes-
saying?
That makes a lot of sense.
Cheryl Swoops and them got to go down to Texas. You know how many people we can draw in a Texas arena? So that's what. So if you look at the WNBA, they strategically placed
that
their
first-
people
They
in the
first few
beginning
years.
where they did it to try to make the franchise grow. Then I think they were under bad leadership. See, Adam Silver and them just took the shit back over a couple of years ago. I think they tried to have their own
Okay.
person for a minute, and it slid. They started sliding.
Okay.
Adam Silver took over probably about 5 years ago, and now it's back because now they're getting all the perks that the NBA get.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I'm
they
saying?
need. Like I fucks with. I
Yeah,
think-
because wasn't they supposed to be expanded at one point in time that every NBA team had a
Team
matching?
had a match, and I think they're still working on that.
Yeah, because I
No,
remember it was
yeah.
supposed to be like the Milwaukee Does or
Yeah.
something like that for the women. I was cool with that. I'm here for that.
Yeah, because I used to wonder. I was like, "Well, we ain't got no WNBA team." I think Vegas just got one.
Yeah,
Like,
Vegas
the last
just
time I
got the
paid attention.
Aces or some
Yeah,
shit,
the Vegas.
But that was crazy because when I went back one day to look at all the WNBA teams that started, so many teams was moving
Yeah, they
to
move.
different
Yeah, they
places,
move a lot.
dog.
Yep.
Because I was like, because I think at one point in time Toronto had a team, but they were supposed to have a team, but that team ended up moving to Seattle. And then, you know, when we lost the Supersonics, they moved down to Vegas. They was bouncing everywhere, bro. Charlotte had like 3 teams.
Yeah, Charlotte had like 3. Yep. So that's how that works.
That's all
But
Jordan's fault.
I think the women do need
I'm
more
blaming
TV
Jordan for it.
Yeah, they
time,
need
more
TV
recognition.
time. That's it.
Like, and don't give them no bullshit ass
No.
contract. Like, if the game is at 8 p.m., I want the same fanfare for when the Liberties play the Waves.
Yeah.
Like, I want all that.
I think the last time I was seriously paying attention to the WNBA, it was like Maya Moore had just came out of college and she was,
Yes.
and then
She
there
was
was
killing
Brittany Griner. I remember because Maya Moore got a Jordan,
Yeah.
so she was like the first
Like even
WNBA
old girl
woman
from
with
here,
her.
she just won MVP.
Yeah, I
The
just seen
All-Star
that.
game.
Who
Yeah.
is that?
She went to Notre Dame. You don't remember like 3 years ago, she had the ESPY. She won an ESPY for Player of the Year because she hit a shot. She hit a 3 at the end of the Notre Dame game, and they went undefeated for that
Yep.
season and won the national championship. Yep, she was at the ESPYs
And
like
now,
4 years ago.
the only
3-4
thing
years
I
ago.
hated about that, and it had nothing to do with them, it was just how the world shifted,
Mhm.
that the All-Star game for the women's was going on simultaneously as the NBA
yeah,
finals.
yeah.
And like, that's where I personally feel they are not giving the women the respect, because let's be honest, fam, it's the NBA
so they
finals.
don't get all the press.
You got 2 teams who haven't been here since God knows when, one that's never been here. We not gonna pay attention to the All-Star game. We gonna, of course,
Hey, I definitely
Like,
got
you
a
coulda shifted it
notification
for a week.
while we was in Atlanta.
right.
WNBA All Star.
Sorry,
Right, I'm
yeah, I
like,
got a
what the
notification
fuck?
too.
I would have loved to have watched what would a women All-Star game look like? Like, do they have 3-point contest? Do they have a dunk contest? Or is it a layup line? What is it? Like, I want to know.
No, I agree with
Yo,
you.
stop talking. Is it a layup line? Ain't them hoes can dunk, bro.
Not all of them
Not
can,
all
though.
of them.
And you're not going to get the fancy dunks. We would care about any dunk because it's like, shit, there's a woman
But
dunking.
the thing that I think is dope about it, and even some hoop niggas I was talking to not too long ago about it, is the woman's game is more skilled.
It is.
As today, right now, we're literally coming across half court, setting a pick, and off of this pick, I'm either shooting or I'm passing.
And
And that's the NBA's game.
Period. That
Women are still setting screens. They still fundamentally doing shit with both hands. You get what I'm saying? They still playing the game at its rawest form. These niggas right now so pampered, and the NBA got all the rules for the offensive player. It's like it's kind of hard to watch the shit sometimes.
Right, like look
What?
at when we played Atlanta, nigga. Every fucking thing was a pick and roll.
For 6 straight games, we had to watch these bastards run the same play,
Fucking
bro.
pick and
Literally.
roll.
Watching basketball now is just like watching like me play 2K.
Nah, I can't even.
No,
say
it is because it's simulated.
It's simulated.
It's simulated.
But it's the running the pick and roll. Like on the video game, you run it because you like the AI. He's gonna get, and he's not gonna figure out to fucking move. So it's always a wide open dunk.
But Jrue Holiday is eventually going to figure that out. If he sees
Right.
that same play 8 times,
Right,
the 9th
but
time he's taking the ball from you.
When you do it,
That's
in
what
fucking
happened to
human
Phoenix.
form, you're not confusing people. You can confuse the AI on the video game, but you.
But in real life, you can't confuse them all.
The only problem was Brooke Lopez didn't want to leave the post. Like, we wouldn't have had the issue with Atlanta if he would have left the post.
Niggas really, in my opinion, niggas really ain't ran the pick and roll professionally since Stockton them alone.
No. Okay, so defense was different then.
It
That's
was.
my point, Juan. You had to play defense then.
You had to.
Yeah.
So,
be.
bro, you might Malone that was getting niggas on the screen every time because I got to guard Stockton.
That's a fact.
Get what I'm saying? I got to play defense on this guy because if I play D how they play now, Stockton would have had 40 and 20.
Yeah, Stockton would be killing
No,
you.
he would have had 40 and 20. If I'm going underneath the screen, bro, and leaving John fucking Stockton open for a jump shot,
Yeah, he gonna hit that.
bro.
Or even worse, you got Hornacek over here in the corner who all his job is to do is shoot.
So look up and think about when niggas play Golden State. That's why Curry be having 50. Niggas going underneath Draymond's screen, bro. So it's Curry, the 3-point line, and Draymond. The defender is behind Draymond. That's a free throw for that guy, bro.
Easy.
Damian Lillard, the same thing. Now, when you come over the screen, like Jrue Holiday did in the finals, Devin Booker couldn't get a shot off. Chris Paul couldn't get a shot off. Why? Because he said, fuck what we've been doing all year. I'm about to go do what I learned in middle school. Fight through the screen, nigga. But the NBA niggas is so pampered, don't want to get hurt, don't want to get touched. They don't fight through screens anymore. So
Nope.
Jason Tatum gets 50, Trae Young gets 50, Donovan Mitchell gets 50, because niggas ain't fighting through screens. See what I'm saying? When
You,
Malone is
low key though, because it's an fluctuation of niggas who'd be dropping 50.
No, I said that when niggas was getting
Right.
about Trae Young. I said, bro, everybody has 50. Joel Embiid just had 50 the other day. Like,
Right.
niggas have 50 all the time.
If you're a star player in this league,
You gonna
you
get
drop
50.
You gonna have
get
your
50.
You're going to have a
games.
50-point game. Easy.
I think Donovan Mitchell was.
I
putting up
care
50
more
on the
about-
Clippers.
in the bubble last year. Remember, Donovan Mitchell was having 50 in the bubble. Him and Jamal
Jamal
Murray
Murray.
was having 50-point games in the bubble last year, bro. Like,
Nah, these niggas be scoring 50 like it's nothing.
but it's what I said. It's the way they're defended.
It's the way they're being
Isaiah
defended.
Thomas could have averaged 50, but he wasn't defended like that. Niggas, Michael Jordan, them pushing Rodman out the way to get to Isaiah.
They
Now
was
niggas ain't
aggressive.
doing that, bro. We watched LeBron a couple years ago, the best player in the league, one of the hardest working niggas, one of the best defenders, go underneath screens against Kevin Durant in the NBA Finals, and Kevin Durant had 46 goddamn points. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
that's what-
Because he was switching with Tristan Thompson and putting Tristan Thompson on KD. What's gonna happen if you put Tristan Thompson on KD for 10 straight plays?
KD gonna hit all of them.
Game
shots.
over. You lost. That's why in Milwaukee, when we played him, if he scored 50 on PJ, he just got to score 50 on PJ. We're not putting Giannis on him. It ain't gonna make a difference. This Kevin Durant, he's gonna score 50.
But that's what made
That's a
PJ
fact.
so special because he was aggressive.
Yeah, KD had
it
to
never
work.
got in his head.
Yeah.
It usually get in niggas' head. When a nigga score 50 on you, like Devin Harris from here. Remember when Dwayne Wade went off on him in that finals
Yes.
with the Heat, and he was playing for Dallas, and they beat Dallas that one year? Devin Harris said he never got how he got cooked by Dwayne Wade out of his head. It always fucked with him, dog.
Matter of fact, it got even worse to the point where PJ was getting in KD's head
Thank you.
because KD wasn't used to that level of defense.
Somebody being up under him because they don't play that kind
They
of
don't play
defense
that.
in the
They
NBA
don't touch.
anymore.
These
PJ
niggas ball like they
Tucker
had COVID.
38.
He's from the old school.
Bro, PJ Tucker play ball like the old nigga at the Y.
Why? Yeah.
He got old man strength.
He
Like,
always
when
played like that.
like,
bro.
when he
Even when he was
grabbed
a
you, he
young
grabbed
dude, he played an old man type
Play
of physical
aggressive.
game. Yeah,
That's that
aggressive.
Charles Barkley. That's what. That's
Well,
one
when you
reason why I bought it.
undersized and you strong like that, that's
Yeah.
what you gotta play.
Yeah.
Draymond Green. It's a lot of niggas in the league that
That's
play
why
like
I've always
that.
liked it Barkley
you
because he was
undersized.
short
Yeah.
for his position, but he didn't give no fuck. He'll run
you
you
know
over.
what they should bring back? Remember Hoop It Up?
Yeah, Hoop It Up was dope.
The 3-on-3
Gus
tournament?
Macker. We used to be at Mike Higgins. We used to have tournaments at Mike Higgins. I played high school ball and a little
Ain't
bit
that
of
like the
college ball,
prequel
so I
to the
come with
Big
that.
Three though?
Damn near.
Damn near.
Cause like they would have like certain sections of like down there by MATC.
See,
and they-
blocked off
got
in front of
the
the
hoop-
Bradley Center.
bro, and niggas was out there really getting that shit.
They were. And
I remember one time I hooped and Michael Red was like like he was at one of the Hoop It Up games, like
Like-
sitting on the side.
Like
Hey,
dog, Hoop
you
It
know
Up
what's
really
dope
used
about
to
because
crack.
as long as you have 4 people to sign up, it did not
Not
matter
matter.
your skills.
You could have been as weak as fuck.
Was
long
so
as
you
you
had
have
3 in
four.
the alternate?
Yeah, you always
Yeah,
had
3
that.
and
Okay,
all.
that
Yeah,
makes
just in
sense.
case somebody got hurt, you got to
No,
come in.
Hoop It Up was real
Barry
like
White
cool.
Man Can't Jump, bro. That's what Hoop It Up used to
But
run.
I
it
love
was
Hoop It
it
Up.
was fun.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Or like
as
I
fuck.
used to just love going to like McGov with my cousins, just sit out there watch all the niggas who thought they had it. still
And that's
think they
really
got
what
it.
Hoop It Up, that's really what Hoop It Up was for niggas who thought they had it.
And then the young niggas on the come up.
Yeah,
That's pretty much what NBA Summer League is right now. Old niggas who think they got it and still got it, and young niggas on the come up.
one last run in them. Everybody
Yeah,
want their Leon
wow.
story. Speaking of
Scales,
that,
man, put it together, man. You got the research. Hoop It Up, man. We need to hoop it up.
We do. Facts.
For
I
just
can
for
see
the one
still
time.
pulling it off.
Just yeah, Scales can MC it and all type of shit. It'd be just like
I don't-
Babito at the Rucker.
I
It wouldn't
see-
be a bad idea though.
as
Because
long
we
as
used to
niggas show up.
have in the paint shit here, you know what I'm saying?
I remember In the Paint.
In the paint. 'cause
Right,
I
and
played
you
in the
let
paint.
niggas-
Wasn't it a game too?
Yes, it was.
It was a very terrible
A
basketball.
video game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was called
Was
In the
it?
Paint.
Oh,
Very
remember
terrible.
terrible basketball video games?
Terrible NBA game.
Woo, it was a run in the video game era before EA came along. It was some terrible basketball games.
See now
bruh.
back then, now, see like when you look at where video games like came from and how they progressed, you know, I'm not really mad at Madden buying like the NFL player license because when you go back and you look at all the terrible basketball games,
It was
if you
that-
only-
didn't have the license, that's what made the game really terrible.
That was you had to do.
You
what
had to have an NBA
So,
or
like-
NFL or MLB license.
like,
But the NBA was selling it to anybody who
And-
came with a check.
They didn't care.
and then it's like when you go back, you look at like if you are a kid in this generation, all you know is 2K.
And
So,
an occasional
and-
EA pop
And
up.
what you know of 2K is like every cover athlete has been a fucking superstar.
Facts.
I come from the era where they was putting niggas on the cover of games and you didn't even know
Dana Barros
why.
on the cover of like NBA Turn Up. That'd
that's
be
what
like
I'm
on
saying.
Sega Genesis, NBA Turn Up.
And
Like,
then
what the fuck is this?
And then it'd be like some stars, you'd be like, all right, you good, but you're not good enough.
Be a cover boy.
They put T-Mac on the cover of some random ass, I think it was like NBA Starting Five. I was like, why the fuck are you here, though?
That game, them games was terrible.
Remember In the Zone, Tom?
I literally, that's what I was, not independent, it was in the zone.
In the
NBA
Zone.
In the Zone was terrible.
You know, one game, NBA game, I want them to bring back though.
What?
Streets.
Streets was dope, but
Streets.
that's EA though. You know what I'm saying?
They
That
got
was
rid
an EA game.
they got-
But that's how you revitalize EA though, because
They-
Streets had that feel to it though.
They got
Remember
rid
Arch Rivals? Tone, you remember Arch Rivals?
Nigga, you remember NBA Ballers?
Yeah, I remember NBA Ballers and NBA Jam, of course.
Jam is always that's
Yeah.
gonna be forever.
He's on fire.
Like even to this
That
day,
shit's a
niggas
part of
like-
pop culture. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
NBA Jam was so cold. They was like, all right, let's double the money. College Slam.
Yeah, College Slam.
College Slam was cold.
Streets home court,
Yeah, but they got rid of that division at EA.
as they should have.
So the EA big division is what made Streets.
Oh, the
Yeah,
big. When
yeah,
they was making
yeah,
the
big.
Well,
So,
the big division,
got-
that's where Streets came from.
Right,
but
they got
they
rid of-
went
because I used to be the
because the
big dude with the
NFL one
afro.
was trash. In my
Like that-
opinion.
like
the
NBA
FIFA one was lit.
NBA Streets was so good, they thought that was one of them situations where they thought we could slap this name on anything and it's gonna be good. Because NFL Streets was ass. I never played FIFA.
How did NBA Live fall off so bad?
It wasn't that they fell off. It was they wasn't. 2K was evolving too much.
Yeah.
Like well, at first that was ESPN's. It was
Yeah.
ESPN basketball at first, but they got smart with their marketing. Like EA was consistently bringing you out the same game, but only a little bit tweaks. Whereas in 2K,
2K
was
will
like,
have new features.
it was like, let's
every
do
time,
this.
Yeah.
But they did even one better. This game is only $20.
So
Yeah,
2K
that-
come from Dreamcast, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was a-
So
it
they
was
was
a
like-
Sega. It was a
Sega. So it was like
product.
$20 for this game. That's
That-
all we gonna charge.
That was where it started to slide. Because even Live 05 is good. Live didn't become ass until 07.
Okay.
And it was like anything from EA that came out of 07 was terrible. Like,
I think they were going through like a sale. They were going through a sale. at
yeah,
that
they
time,
were,
right?
they
Yeah.
were, it was a lot of shit changing. The game, like, it even looked different.
Different, yeah.
It was terrible. And then, like, that one bad game, and then 2K they started ascending, and then, like, Live
Live
Live came back.
who
in,
had
like,
the broken
09,
system?
And then it was 2010. It was the last two good ones. But then Live wanted to rebrand for 2011. So they went away from Live, and it was called like NBA Elite.
NBA Elite.
And then they put KD on the cover, but they couldn't get the shit right in developmental. That game never ended up coming out. And then 2K had put the best game out ever, because
Yeah.
that's when they had started doing more with the My Career, because you could go to like
Mhm.
Draft Combine. Plus, they had this whole dedication to Michael Jordan. So it was
Ooh.
like you could play like all different moments from his career and shit.
And let's not forget, they were dropping what everybody else was dropping demos to their game.
Oh, you
They
could-
would give you like a
could put-
small
you could play the full
preseason.
game. Yeah.
You get the preseason, so you'll
Yep.
get your high school career
Right.
or your college career to play while you're waiting for the game to come out. So if
yeah.
you're going to create a player, he already had stats going into the new game.
So really, 2K really took the Madden storyline.
Yeah. That's why even now, if you play
That's
2K,
why I fucked up. They never
Right.
adapted.
They never
the Madden
adapted.
storyline.
like if you go to 2K right now and you do the My Career mode, they give you an epic story to start with every time.
Every time.
Because that one year when Spike Lee
Lee did
directed
it, that
it,
shit was
dog,
crazy.
I felt like I was watching.
watched,
he did,
bro.
oh, he
watched,
got game too.
Tone, I watched the movie more than I played the game, bro.
Facts.
Swear to God, when I first got the motherfucker, I watched the movie like 3 times. Like this shit was like a movie.
It
son.
felt like he got game too.
As good as 2K is, when you have no competition,
I mean,
it's just natural. You start doing shit.
and
'cause
now
you
to
can.
me, they seem like they starting to take their foot off the gas because they
because
don't have no.
they don't have no and it's like we get to the point where now every year you change something, but then the shit that you're changing, like now you're breaking something.
Well, we're in that. We're
The
in
shot
that.
stick still fucked up.
Well, we're in that console switch era now, right now, where you got old gen and new gen. So they're building based on the new gen, but certain things can't transition over because the old generation console can't handle it.
Right.
Like when we first went from PS3 to PS4 and from 360 to 1, if you still had the old console, you didn't get a certain career mode.
That's a fact.
One game they did not give you a career mode because it was built for the new console. And people was like, well, I don't get a career mode. I don't want to play this game. You can upgrade your console. That's what you need to do to get this experience. So I think that's where 2K is right now. Like issue with me and you with wrestling. 2K has the WWE division, and they skipped the whole year because that shit was trash and broken the year before.
2K,
But now that the new console
2K
is out,
don't know how to make wrestling games.
well, that they just kept slapping on a layer of paint on the old one. But now that you got now you got a bigger console with more freedom.
Y'all just made me think about
They killed
the wrestling
They
game
killed.
at the mall. What wrestling game was that?
I hope you're not talking WrestleFest, my nigga.
Hey,
Is that what I'm talking about?
you gotta be.
I got to be where $1 Million Man used to get interviewed by
Yeah.
Mean Gene and
Yeah.
shit.
WrestleFest.
You know that's at Milwaukee Knights, right? In
That's
the
the
corner.
same game in there in
That's
the
the same
corner.
game.
Okay.
Yeah, same game
Bro,
in the corner.
Milwaukee. I mean, wrestling. Oh my god.
I used to, when I was a kid, I was probably like 10, 11. We lived on 76 and Silver Spring.
I think you and Mimi told me this.
Red Carpet Lanes
Carpet Lane?
was like 3 blocks
I
away
lived
from the
on
crib.
81st and Carmen.
Walk,
Nigga, I lived in Red Carpet Lane.
man,
Never bowled though, just in their arcade, bro.
Oh,
I
God.
rarely bowled,
eating
bro.
French fries, playing the arcade. They be bowling. I be in that motherfucker whooping ass on
That's
WrestleFest,
crazy. Bro.
cracking. I used to love that shit. They actually upgraded it, and they take all like the niggas who ain't got jobs, and they got them on like the 8-bit version of WrestleFest, but it's called something else.
Ready to wrestle.
Yeah, is what?
Oh, you talking about the 8-bit version? No, I don't know.
No, yeah, yeah, but it's not Fire Pro Wrestling. It's some shit. It comes out every year now.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's dope, and they sign all the niggas who ain't with nobody, so they can properly pay him for putting them in this game.
WrestleFest was cold, dog. That shit was
WrestleFest
so real. Tone, how was them graphics that good back then, bro? That was a long ass time ago. Them graphics was dope.
And
Like,
it still looks good to this day.
yeah.
I think consoles had their own like developmental kit.
Well, I think because you had
Compared
to take
to-
it from arcade and make
Right.
it home, make it for
Those
a
was
Right,
saying,
so it's kind of like a shrunken version.
Yeah, all they
Yeah.
did was transition it over. Because believe it or not, 8-bit games back in the days didn't take up as much space as we
So
think.
what's the best wrestling game?
How far you want to go back?
I'm saying of all time.
Here Comes the Pain.
Yeah, that'll probably be it.
That was WWF.
Yeah.
Okay.
SmackDown. Here
I
Comes the
mean,
Pain.
it's not too many people are going to play the out of the country games like, Wrestle Kingdom and shit like that. But at the end of the day, the WWE always
So do
copied.
baseball got a game?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying what's their signature
Oh,
game?
MLB The Show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
MLB
that's
The Show.
now.
The
That's
show.
Back when EA was the king of shit, every sport had an EA game.
Game, yeah.
There was Madden, there was FIFA, there was Live,
I remember the
there,
hockey. We used to
there
play
was
the EA
there was
hockey.
I definitely used to
NHL,
play
because you could
NHL.
fight on there.
and then there was MVP baseball,
Okay.
and then they had a NASCAR game.
Oh, let's not forget the Little League Baseball one, too.
See, EA was just pissing away money.
Oh, they was
Like, who was
crazy.
buying that shit?
Niggas was really buying the Little League one. You got to understand, bruh. Baseball is white America's favorite
Mhm.
pastime. Okay, it's always been that way secretly,
Hey,
and
I love
people
that.
will raise their
I love
sons to
to-
go play
I
baseball.
love to play like the video games, but I won't fuck with baseball.
I don't really like to watch it until playoff time.
I don't like
and I'm
watching.
really be invested because the Brewers look like they going to the World Series.
Yeah,
So
I
I'll
want to be
invested
two.
this
I want to
year.
be two ring city.
Baseball is slow to me.
But
It's
video,
slow to
video game wise, I do fuck with MLB The Show right now. Like,
And
that's
like,
one of my go-to
I-
games right
I
now.
was so happy because like PlayStation has owned that.
That was ours for
For-
years.
For
years.
years.
So this year was the first year.
Oh, and that's why they put
is-
it in the
it's double console,
Yeah, it's double console, and it's in the
and it
what's
was
that shit you get from
It's
the
a Game Pass.
It's on Game
so.
Pass.
But here's how
that's how I got it.
here's how they got niggas though. This is how they got me. So the Game Pass, because the game came out in April.
Yeah,
So the Game Pass was $1.
yeah,
So you spent $1 on the Game Pass, and then the baseball game was free.
yeah.
So I spent $1 on the Game Pass, and the baseball game was free. And that's how they got me.
Same here.
And now I think the Game Pass every month is like $14,
$14.
It's nothing, but it was like that's how they got me.
You always get a free game.
And
so
now
it
I got
doesn't
that
matter.
shit on both consoles.
I
'Cause
fuck
it's,
with MLB.
it's on my old one. It's on
The thing
new one.
about the show, which
I
is
didn't think
what
you
made
played video games.
Yeah, I play video. Everybody say that about me when
Everybody
they find
plays
out.
video.
Because I be like,
everybody plays
low-key,
video
I'm a-
games. It's just what it is. So they
I'ma
play
keep
it. Makes a
buck,
difference.
like I be wondering, like, what the fuck the scales do in this free? Because it just be like some niggas I understand. Like I
No,
know
that's funny. Even girls I date, like if they come by and they be like, "Oh, you playing a video game?
Yes.
I didn't even know you be playing video
You just
games."
look like one of them niggas. Like, man, too old. This video games. It's
No,
a young nigga thing.
I'm still a sports guy. I even like first person shooter games from time to
I
time.
was gonna say sports is what
Yeah,
makes
but
most.
sports
This
is
is what
really
makes
it
most
for
niggas
me.
plays video games.
Because I want to be a GM. You see, I just sat here and talked about basketball contracts.
I'm glad you
draft
brought it up.
picks.
There were I can't remember which sport was it that had a GM game. Because all it was like just EA
that
general
baseball?
manager.
I think that was
Football came really.
no, it
close
was
to
football.
It was.
It was
It was.
football
It
because
was
you could
called
take
head
your
coach.
and your player and import them into Madden.
Right.
I
Yeah.
remember that game, bro.
Like they were
Yeah.
just there was a
It
GM.
was called head coach.
Head coach.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just literally all the that's the whole game. First of all, who the fuck is buying this?
But listen to me, I played that, but that's because I'm into that side. Like,
Right.
when I buy 2K, I want to play the My League and the
But
My GM version.
All this was precursor to
Even
what.
that's why I like the show because I do the My GM version.
And I was
on
like,
there
that's
and build
the
my
show
team.
was the first game that incorporated that story mode for your career and then the GM mode itself, which is why it's the longest running baseball game on PlayStation. But like, who the fuck sat down in the creative team room
And was like, we need this.
let's just make a game specifically for niggas who want to be head coaches
In
when
the
they
front
grow up.
office. Yeah.
Somebody probably laughed.
Like, how many motherfuckers wanted to be head? If
Dog.
someone says, "Hey, you can go be a football player," ain't nobody be like, "Nah, I just want to be a coach."
Yeah, no.
Like, you don't go to
But
school to be a
It's
coach.
like that's why I be telling people like you'll be amazed at the rabbit hole like you will drop down on YouTube because
Oh,
like
shit.
I play
TikTok has been getting me.
I play
lately.
2K, but like sometimes because like the way my room's set up, I got two TVs,
Mhm.
so I'll take one TV and I'll turn on YouTube and I'll just like it's this one dude I watch and he just like he play 2K and he just rebuild like franchises.
I know you talking about his hair like mine.
That's the black.
Yeah, black dude.
I watch a white guy.
Yeah, I watch
but,
a white guy too.
Yeah,
What's the white guy you watch?
It's like 6 Rings of Steel.
I watch him too.
And he just like I just watched the video. He rebuilt like the San Antonio Spurs, and I just be like, this should be intriguing. And then like I play 2K,
And then you go to 2K,
and I'll be
try
like,
to do the
well,
rebuilds.
shit.
Let me try to do.
let
a
me rebuild some
Swear to
shit.
God,
That was me
Juan,
when I
do the same
literally
thing.
no, bro, I do the same thing. I used to literally, I would never play the game itself.
Me either.
I would go to like the My League mode, and I would pick a team, and I would, you don't know how many years I was rebuilding the New York Knicks, bro. And I would
Bet.
literally work my way to make the Knicks a credible team. I would
And then
never play the
simulate the
season.
game,
I would
and then
simulate the
simulate
whole
the game. Yeah, me
season,
too.
get back to the end. Okay,
Yeah.
we did good
Yeah,
here. We
yeah,
did
I
here.
need to
Let's
trade this
God
draft
damn it,
pick.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker want too much money.
Or this nigga trash. He ain't
Right.
been out to be
And then
shit.
it was to the point like, you know what? I need these two players. His contract gonna come up. You know, let me just go in here and change it. He's here with us for another 3 years.
See, that's why I like hanging out and talking to people because then you find like I've noticed like
There's a lot of
From-
shit that people do that we just don't
from
know they do.
podcasting and like sitting here talking to like different people. Motherfuckers are just like me.
Yeah, no, we are a lot. We're more alike than we are not alike.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Most people are. We do all the same
Like
shit.
people
like-
really be doing some shit, and I be like, okay, so it's not just me. I'll be on there too.
Like my thing is I don't have a lot of free time, so that's why I don't
That's
talk
me
about
lately.
video games and shit a lot. But when I do get free time, it's either a movie or a video game,
And
or
that's-
I'm watching some type of pod trying to do something. But that's like work to me.
That's work.
like
Yeah,
homework.
podcast has turned into fun work now.
You watch movies?
Tell me
Big-
you watch the Suicide
Did
Squad.
you watch the new Suicide Squad?
I haven't watched it yet, but I planned on watching
You
it
gotta watch it,
because
Doug.
they said it's more funny than it is anything.
It's
That's
not
the
kid.
reviews.
I don't feel it's kid friendly.
No,
It's
I heard this
definitely
one
not-
wasn't
yeah,
kid-friendly.
definitely
My
not
daughter
kid-friendly.
loves Haley Quinn too. I'm sure Chase probably seen the movie and I ain't seen it yet because she got my HBO Max. And all
Oh,
that type
she's
of-
already watched
So
at
she
least the
watched it.
cartoon,
It's
so she
dope.
seems the worst
Did
of
you
the worst.
did you watch the new Space Jam?
No, I ain't
Damn,
watched
you didn't
it.
watch
How did you not watch the new Space
Because
Jam?
I'm scared
You
to
are a
tell. Remember we
podcaster.
talked about it, but
That's
I
what
was
I'm saying.
scared too.
Don't be okay.
Space Jam was good though.
Because I'm gonna go into it thinking about the
Nah,
old
nah, nah,
one.
nah.
And you got to take that out. You got to take that out. There's only going to be like 3 things in there that's going to make you remember the old. You got to look at it as a brand new concept,
Okay.
bro.
Yeah, you just got to go in and knowing that like when they take things from our past and bring it back,
It's not
because
for
it
us.
worked for us. So they figure, well, we revamp it and make it and give it a coat of paint that fits this new
It
generation.
makes it more current.
It'll work for them.
We gonna watch it because we watched the first one, but it's not the replay value is not gonna come from us.
And
It's
any-
gonna come from our kids.
Anytime I could take time out to get high and watch some shit.
No, I like I said, Suicide Squad was on my radar. I just had
You
to
gotta watch
play
it.
on Space Jam.
Yeah.
It's
You-
on my HBO.
You
Max.
gotta watch it to understand
So-
the Milton
so what-
jump I
what-
keep making.
Okay.
What have you been watching? Are you watching
Uh,
any Marvel? Did you watch Black Widow?
Yeah, I watched Black Widow.
Have you watched the new What If episode yet?
No, I haven't.
You gotta watch it, fam.
Okay.
So they started with the what if Peggy was the super soldier instead.
Yeah, okay.
Damn good.
Yeah, I didn't.
So
think it was gonna
what
be
they did with this one, not to give the thing away, but what they did was the Loki situation
Mhm.
at the end of his What If is supposed to be the Watcher telling you some of them branch realities that happened.
Kind of almost like some Tales of the Crypt type of shit. Okay,
Basically.
yeah,
So
that's
because
dope.
this is what happened,
It's Marvel's
here's some
Twilight Zone.
here's
That's
some
dope.
here's some situations that are
I
variants
love
of
the
what could have
Twilight
happened.
Zone, by the way. Go
Which
ahead.
do you like, the current one with Jordan Peele?
I haven't seen the current
I'm-
one.
I-
Tom,
from what
network
people
they
been
come
to-
on?
I think he's on Chiller or something. I'll let you know.
Oh,
I'll let you
okay.
know next week.
See,
But Jordan
that's why I
Peele-
love Pie. I just find like you don't look like a nigga that watched the Twilight
Oh,
Zone.
no, I'm Twilight Zone. I'm all that.
You
type
know,
of shit.
I'm gonna keep.
what
it
was the other shit? It wasn't the Twilight Zone, but it was something similar to it.
I used to watch Unsolved Mysteries,
It wasn't Unsolved. Fuck
That's
Unsolved Mystery.
but
Fuck
Nigga, I-
Unsolved
nigga, I
I'm
Mystery.
scared. I'm scared of it though.
Nigga,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Fuck Unsolved
Nigga, I
Mystery.
used to watch Agent Scully and Mulder.
I used to watch X Files. X Files used to crack.
X Files.
X-Files, man.
That was great television for the
But-
90s, bro.
And they
Great
still didn't they
television.
leave you on a cliffhanger still?
Yeah, I think it ended on a cliffhanger.
They hit it on a
Yeah.
cliffhanger, then you had to watch the movie. But even then, the movie was a fucking
But no,
cliffhanger.
I'm a Twilight Zone dude
I
because I'm a history and science buff, and those things base everything that they do off of what you think you know, and then they give you a warped, you know what I mean? It's this warped image. Of
I
that
heard
shit.
it was coming back.
That's the
Well,
Jordan
no, that's
Peele.
the Jordan
That's the Jordan Peele one.
X Files.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I heard they
read
were
somewhere that
talking
it
about
was-
rebooting
It
it.
was going to be a reboot, but I didn't know if they was bringing the original characters back or if they wanted to put a little
Like,
twist
nigga,
on
I
it.
remember the music. How that motherfucker used to come on and everything. I used to
Duh.
fuck out the X Files, bro.
X Files was cracking.
You know, it was dope. Mulder and Mulder was, Mulder and Scully. That
I
was
feel
dope.
like I ended up watching a lot of shit randomly because I watched wrestling. So it was either something that came on before wrestling or it was something that came on after wrestling. I got stuck watching it.
I just watched Tenet the other day.
That was
What's that about?
different.
That was good.
It was good, but it was
It
different.
was different. Yeah.
It was different. So let me make sure I got it right. Wasn't it they had a contraption that made things go in reverse,
yeah.
but those who had it would still go at the regular speed. So this whole time, this whole 1 hour and 30 minutes, we've been doing what we're doing. Meanwhile, somebody is reversing that whole time backwards,
Facts.
and they're doing shit during the time we're being reversed. Think of damn, what was that movie with Anthony Mackie in it? It was something Bureau.
It wasn't Tupac.
Dog, will you
Nah.
let that go?
Please.
Captain America was Tupac.
Dog,
It is
and
hilarious.
Notorious.
Gee.
No, he was so terrible in Notorious, bro.
Speaking of Notorious, can you tell your boy to upgrade his movie quality,
Man.
bro?
I feel like you know him.
I feel that's why I keep saying that's why I say it to you every time because I feel like if you don't know him, you will run into him soon.
Because I'm in a group with a nigga who looked just like him.
We all in the group
His
with that nigga.
doppelganger.
We
You know
all,
Mark Strong, Bergie's his doppelganger.
We all say
Gravy
that.
and Mark Strong
Yeah,
are the
Bergie
same
was here.
person.
Yeah, I got on that nigga the other day
they're
about
the
that.
same person.
When he posted that big worm looking ass
Yeah.
photo, I'm like, Bergie, you got to roll.
No, the man mama even said they look alike. Bergie was like, bro, I always get on your ass for doing this. But he said, my mom said I look like this nigga the other day. I told you, I said, bro, that's your doppelganger. But it's weird with Jamal. I don't know what he's on
I just
with
think
that.
he comfortable.
Do you know him?
No, I don't know him.
Have you met him?
No, I'm going to the movie tomorrow.
Right.
though.
See, they gonna be buddies tomorrow. They
Yeah,
gonna
I'm going- he
exchange
should be at the
numbers.
premiere.
He
Maybe
gonna
maybe
be
I
on
can
the
say something to
podcast
him.
in a couple of weeks.
So is this a Milwaukee movie he in?
Yeah. he's
What
a-
the fuck?
But he be in Detroit movies. He,
be-
just do local
he just-
B-level,
he
C-level
just
movies.
B-level shit. He do not want to go up.
Notorious is the only up movie he's ever done.
How much? He can't be charging that much.
And Gravy used to be a rapper too, a pretty decent rapper.
Yeah,
too.
that's I think how he got the role.
bro. Yeah,
He can't be charging that much.
he can't be charging that much.
Like he probably doing.
He probably
these.
like get my flight, my pay for my room while we there filming, and give me a couple of dollars, bro.
His work-life balance just fits
yeah,
it. He doesn't want to be Hollywood.
He definitely probably getting.
because like, bro,
He
go to
getting
like
compensations.
Amazon Prime and just type his name in, bro.
He
like
got plenty-
40
That's what made me
low budget
Dog.
nigga movies is gonna pop
Oh,
up, bro.
dog. There's this chick. I started following her on Twitter. became Instagrammers like LA the Boss or something like that, right? She's in this low budget ass set it off like movie. And this nigga plays the club owner that work at the club that she's stripper at. I'm like, dog, you was the last nigga I expected to see in this movie, but why are you here? You need to upgrade your life, bro.
Hey, man.
We could put him in something Marvel.
All I'm saying is
he can get on Disney somehow.
Look, Tone, it's the age-old theory of everybody's a boss. Who's the worker?
Yeah.
So if everybody want to be in an A-list movie, who doing these garbage ass B-rolls?
Bro, I feel you.
It's the fact that we know he got the acting skills to do A-list movies.
But does he? Because he's really only been Biggie.
He's only been big, and it wasn't hard. He's a rapper from Brooklyn that's fat.
And he was dark skinned.
And he was dark skinned, fat, dark skinned rapper from Brooklyn that grew up on Biggie's music. That wasn't hard to do.
Yeah, he didn't have to do much research.
He was pretty much himself.
Yeah, pretty
fat
much.
Brooklyn niggas act like Biggie.
That's a fact.
Scales, I need you. If there's anybody I request for you to have on your show, get this nigga.
Hey, because I'm gonna ask him those questions.
And please do it on a Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him those questions.
I ain't gotta be on a Thursday. Just do this stuff.
I'm gonna ask him
I
because
get
I
off at 6 now.
I want to know, like, did he sign like a lifetime contract with a company or something?
And this is not a knock on him. I just want to know, like, bro, are you comfortable? Like, maybe he might have been like, my acting skills really ain't that good, so I just keep taking. You know what? Respect.
Fine, I respect.
I'm cool. I just want to know, like, bro, I'm tired of turning on Amazon Prime, and your catalog is about as long as Denzel Washington.
Come on, man. And Samuel Jackson, but you in some terrible shit.
Like, I want you to elevate my guy.
To the loyalty to the game and all them type of like. What the fuck is this?
Like, he do urban fiction novel movie adaptations. If he is in Lola, I quit.
Would you ever sell out?
Of course.
What's considered selling out?
No, let's change it. Would you buy in?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I think it's more buying in.
Well, somebody got to buy in for you to sell out. People don't understand.
What I buy in? Like, if somebody wanted to come buy the Slick Talk with Scales podcast tomorrow, they can buy that motherfucker.
But what
is that okay? So, like,
what if they change?
If you were to,
that's my only gripe. I'm
because you're an artist.
I'm such a creative.
Do you got to talk to the rest of these niggas that work here, or you could just sell it?
Or do I? I could just sell it.
Yeah, it's like you don't gotta
I ain't gotta consult.
So you could just wake up and be like, "Damn, you got a whole new boss." Fuck you. You don't.
So you can sell it, and all of a sudden, 101 episode, Rory and Maul is now your co-host,
exactly.
And Cherie and them
just Spotify is paying everybody bills and shit.
And you just you go. Are you gonna at least slide them a going away check, a severance package,
a severance bag? But my thing is too, that would be the line in the sand with me because I'm such a creative. Like, I wouldn't be able to.
They're gonna change it.
Yeah, they're gonna change it. So that would be my gripe. If you want to buy this, you still got to give me some type of creative control.
I also think TikTok hates me.
It hates me too. All of a sudden,
what happened?
So Rudy made this post.
I've never went over there, but Rudy said, "Yeah, if you go over there, you can get more."
Right, Rudy was like, "Hey man, y'all gotta try this."
Yeah, y'all tripping. I don't see none of my brothers on TikTok. He tagged me in the post. I still didn't go over there.
I'm like, okay, because I'll be on TikTok, but like I don't do what Rudy does. So I'm like, I'll give it a whirl. I posted a clip.
You got
I made sure, I'm like, okay.
You're not cussing.
There was like vulgarity. I was like, we'll find something where I did not use a profanity word.
Fact.
I was just laughing. So I put the clip up there of when I asked Ashley about the table.
Yeah.
It was very fucking simple. All I said was, what kind of table this lady got? Everybody has a laugh. That video was up for no more than 5 minutes before I went back, and it had no sound. I was like, oh, TikTok can suck my dick, fam.
And that's why
I didn't even cuss.
I tried to post a clip from the one with Aziz in them, and they was like, this violates rules. I'm like, fam, y'all doing too much now.
What rules?
I'm taking my talent back to Twitter.
Yeah,
I can at least say what I want and see some ass shaking right afterwards.
Exactly.
And now it's like
when I refresh my screen,
right?
I understand.
You ain't gotta refresh it. It'll be there for you. Bro, I be at work. I'm scared. I can't be like, hold on, let me gotta cover your phone before you open your Twitter because you don't know what to expect.
And now it's like I understand what the creative people be going.
And I get it though, but
because it's like, so I can make a video and it just be giving you some information, and you will mute that video. And then, like 3 videos later, it's a bitch who ain't got on no clothes, twerking and pouring water on herself, and that was okay.
I don't know, bro. They just don't like. They don't like us. Because if I get blocked, you know something wrong.
Right? Because you the most wholesome person I know.
Because I got a whole brand up to worry about. I got to always make sure that my brand can always be seen when need be. So I got to clean it up. But the Death Fresh show, No, it's just not gonna post, bro.
Yeah,
I let my coworkers listen to our last show. They was dying at my office. I work with a bunch of ignorant people. I don't mean ignorant like they stupid. I mean ignorant like we can be the same people at work and at Lux.
Yeah.
Okay. So they was just dying. They definitely was dying at you, dog.
you know,
Because the show started like, how are you gonna tell me that I'm misbehaving? Off top, they was dying.
because you can't tell a grown man you misbehaving.
No,
Bro,
you
were you not on some ill intent? Do you not do shit with the intentions of disrespecting something?
No, I mean not the people. Something, yes, but
Yeah,
not
it's
people.
just misbehavior.
I'm just saying. Did you see who we had in the building last week? She wants to live a normal life, right?
Ooh.
She talking about, oh, I'm normal. Like you walked
yet during the
you walked
conversation,
your whole thick ass in here to say how the scales like he wasn't gonna stop
it
traffic.
wasn't even the scale
Just
that
a
stopped. It
little
was
bit.
It was B.
It was
B.
Jones' first time
I was
seeing her.
thrown off too. I'm just better at controlling mine.
because you've seen her enough
Yeah,
times.
yeah,
But
exactly.
that was Jones's first time. She admitted she stopped traffic before.
I believe it.
She
Why,
admitted,
why wouldn't she?
I wonder what it tastes like.
but shut up.
Man, I got so many inboxes when I had that girl on my show.
Mhm.
From her ex-husband and everything, my nigga.
She told me about that. That's when she had to go on Mike's show.
Yeah.
Do
yeah.
you think it tastes like coconut water?
Shut up.
I don't know, bro, but that thing nice.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's
And you know the funniest thing in the world?
like passion fruit.
When I first met her, I
That
didn't
thing
even
nice.
notice it. We didn't notice it until she stood.
I didn't notice it on social media until the day she came down here.
And
did
that's
my
what I
show.
told her.
I always
Right.
thought like in the face from her, like her her picture or whatever. I always thought like, oh, well, she's cute or whatever.
yeah, like
But then when she came down here, I seen the full package. I'm like, what? And you how? Oh my God, like
Just hit 40.
yeah, that's right. Looking
40
like
and free.
I was serious. You just cut that out.
Like I can just only imagine what her DMs and shit look like.
She
bro.
showed us that once before too. Filthy.
Y'all didn't catch me in there, did y'all?
Filthy. No, you wasn't in there.
I might have been in that moment.
I was just look. You know what? I want niggas to be like.
You
bro,
know what? If a woman
I
ever
want-
shows me her DMs, I would never tell who's in there because first of all, it's not my business. But you'd be surprised who slides in directions they shouldn't be sliding.
I want niggas to be okay with the fact that you slid in somebody's DMs. Like, bro, if you was there, you was there.
If you was there, you was there. Who cares?
Like-
What you supposed to do? You ain't gay, is you?
Right,
She
like,
is
I-
very attractive.
I
Like,
You'd be wrong
I'll be
not
looking
to
at
slide in that.
I'll be looking at my DMs. I'll be like, damn, man, I gotta stop smoking. I'll be somewhere everywhere in the middle of the night.
No, have you ever gone back to your old Twitter feed and
Yep.
looked in your inbox?
Mhm.
And then you realize
Twitter
who
was
you used to
right.
talk to?
I looked at my inbox one day and I was like, you know what? I've given out my phone number a lot.
A lot. Back in the days, a lot.
Like a lot. Like I was giving bitches my phone number worse than the nigga in the whole Milwaukee posting about he got loud.
Like a lot.
Like just I was like, fam, why you just like every 3 months? Like, dog, why you keep giving your number out, bro? Like,
Dog, were you just copy and pasting down the road who
Damn
was up
near.
that night?
man?
You're not wrong. They was wild. Twitter After Dark was definitely a whole
Yeah, that-
experience.
You gotta have some couth when you slide on
yeah,
Facebook.
them people is yeah.
Cause I
Yeah, on Facebook they want you to be spicy with it. Put some pizzazz. Show like you
Yeah, I
tried.
posted our picture because after my show, I always take a picture with people. And when I posted that picture on IG, I'm talking about niggas was in my inbox going crazy.
I can expect that. I can expect that. But that I get that a lot because now that Shannon records with us too, I get that a lot from her too. Like niggas really be asking, like, dog, what's up? None of your goddamn business, dog.
nah, bro, you gotta put niggas on.
Huh?
You gotta put niggas on.
Nah, fam. Some of them, not saying Shannon or Sarita is anything like that, but sometimes the pretty face ain't got the best mentality to talk to.
They definitely don't.
That's
So
a
I'm
fact.
not gonna let my niggas talk to a chick who's cute, but she one dumb as fuck, two rude as fuck, and three thirsty when it comes
What's
to
the name of
pockets.
her pod?
Maybe it's me.
Maybe it's me. Okay,
Yep.
I don't think I've seen
I
that.
She
like-
just started. She does everything
I
on
like
her
a
own. She
young
just
dummy.
records here, so her drops and everything are done by her.
I like a young dummy.
Not really, bruh.
I don't want to date you. I just want to fuck you. But I like a young dummy.
Yeah, you just want to have sex with a young dummy. You ain't trying to build nothing.
Man, I don't
But
want
the young dummies don't go away.
yeah, they're like stray cats.
Like they don't go away.
Once you feed them, they come back.
And you know you got to feed them to fuck them these days, even if they chicken wings.
And
bruh.
food be so. First, young ladies, if you're listening, I need y'all to take like the kind of vagina y'all got, and then y'all need to pick like a better pay scale because Y'all be wanting expensive ass meals for like this mediocre ass vagina that they out here giving out. I don't appreciate it. Like, don't ask me for fucking Ruth Chris and you giving out McDonald's pussy.
Somebody said, I think I seen on Twitter where they was like, a bitch was like, yeah, I need lobster and steak or something if you want this ass or something, or you take me on a date. And the one dude wrote her back like, they don't sell that shit on McDonald's menus.
Right, like
Man, they ain't got no
these,
lobster and steak. at
these
McDonald's.
hoes got frozen custard
Mac Crab.
and they be duh. Like y'all got fucking Zanas type vagina.
Zanas, bro.
Yeah.
Zanas is kind of high end.
Right. I'm
I might
like,
go JJ's.
Damn.
Sharks.
Oh. Ooh,
I was thinking Chicago
I
subs.
roll
Yeah, them too.
right, like y'all be wanting all this
Like, I'm not
motherfucking
spending Buffalo Boss on y'all.
Texas Day Brazil and shit.
They don't even know how to spell
Do you
that.
know you have value meal pussy now? And you want
You
Texas
want Carson's.
right.
Yeah, right.
You want me to
Grill.
feed you Carson's and you out here
Carson Daly?
giving out
That's-
giving
All
out
you get is a
lunches.
sandwich from him.
You giving out lunchable pussy.
You okay, Juan?
Am I okay?
Has somebody offered you lunchable pussy recently?
Yikes.
No, not in my present life.
Not the
Okay.
oily lunch meat in the pack.
Man,
Lunchable
the
meat
brick,
be
the brick,
oily.
brick
Is it-
cheese.
Is it to make your own pizza one?
That's kind of high end.
Nah, bro, because I never understood the fact that you're supposed to make this pizza but not cook it.
Yeah, you don't cook it at all.
So I
hey, that's a wild.
That's
that's
wild,
wild
man.
when you think about it, bro.
That's a wild thing.
Pack of sausage
It's
on some
cheese
pita
on
bread,
there.
cheese.
That
and-
sauce cold as a motherfucker
But
because
you're not
you know niggas keep the Lunchables in the fridge.
So the sauce freezing.
you're not-
So it's
That-
cold pizza pretty much.
That piece of bread cold as a motherfucker.
Right. I'm not. No, I would never give my kids.
Who the
that.
fuck out in the boardroom was like, that's the one.
They looked at the lunch menu. Like, what does kids come to eat at school? Ooh, pizza. Let's make one. How are we gonna do that, boss? Just give them the things. Let them make it. You know, kids like to make shit. Kids used to go crazy over the fact that they was making their own little pizza while everybody else was eating the hot ham.
Yeah, but no one has hurt me. It's just I read social media. and
You
then-
can't go off of social,
No,
especially Facebook.
I'm not
Right,
going.
gas.
I'm not going off of social media. It's just like the thought of like there's really someone in the world. Like even if it's just a repost, there's someone in the world who thinks like this,
Yeah,
and
fact.
they
True.
think that this is like the post that Tori put up
Which
when
one?
the chick took a picture of her son pumping gas.
Yeah, oh, that was so
and,
fake.
and she put
Bruh.
all the sauce on the
Yeah,
caption.
Bruh, here's the crazy shit. So I clicked on it to go look at maybe she just being funny. No, bro, that is her. She's been doing this. It's like 3 or 4 of them in a row,
Right.
basically making it seem like her son is the great. That's bitches who date their kids. That I tell you about.
Yep.
Where they
And
make their
then
kids the
kids,
man of
they
the
man,
household.
yeah.
Like-
So when they get older
Yeah.
and he go get a real woman,
Or he don't want to listen to her motherfucking ass, and he's a Kia boy.
right?
Yeah.
Then you
Then
don't
he
know.
the man of the house and shit.
I was just looking at
But
that
then she gonna
post.
blame his daddy for not being there.
And I'm like, it's 14,000 of you jackasses that like this. And it was 800 of you idiots that gave it a fucking heart.
The nigga looked like he didn't even know what he was doing. The little nigga
Right,
looked
like
he
you
didn't-
Like
not
she
even-
looked like she made him put his
Yeah, he
hand
looked
on
like
it.
he didn't have a clue what he was out there.
Right. Like,
He
does
just-
this go here? I guess.
He just wanted fruit snacks out the gas station.
Bro, I just, the shit like that, I be like, see, don't do that. That's
You're
not-
not supposed to do that.
Right. Like, it's cool to flex for the gram, but goddamn, that was a little much, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, I did that one time when Lily was outside. I was shoveling snow, and Lily came outside the place, and she picked up a shovel. I took a photo. I was like, "Look, I'm teaching her that she don't need you niggas." And it was I only posted it because that day all these women was online. I need a man, come shovel my. This is what I miss.
But
Like,
that's funny.
it was funny because she was out here doing it herself. And
You-
you know, Lily
you-
a crybaby. She wouldn't do it on her own now.
was
She-
like, yeah, mama, I'm gonna pay the bills, and I got gas money. I'm gonna take, bitch. No, he didn't say no shit like that.
nigga, first of all,
The nigga probably asked, "Hey, fam, can you bring me some juice and some Skittles?"
no, the funniest comment I
And-
seen. The funniest comment was somebody said, "You expect this little nigga? You expect the nigga who still think that dogs are police officers and firefighters to pay your bill?"
Paw Patrol.
That's fucking hilarious.
Like crazy.
Like, hey, Paw Patrol, cracking.
Hey man, I guarantee you, if they was real, we wouldn't have the power wouldn't be off still. They would find a way to get
No,
this
they'd
shit
fix
going.
that shit.
This should be done.
ASAP. They get that shit done in 30-minute episodes.
You know what I have discovered though?
Hey, I got a question before we move on. Why ain't there no pit bulls and Rottweilers on Paw Patrol?
because those dogs are seen as evil, and we can't have that.
Them some hard working niggas though.
And you know what? I watched this dude on TikTok, and he be giving like these
That's
random ass animal facts.
Dog, I be watching, dude.
And he broke it down. He was like, "You want to know the real problem with pit bulls?" He's like, "Niggas, you niggas are the problem.
Yeah,
like
like
pit
we-
bulls are trained to be comfort animals
Yeah.
and very nice and
And we
peaceful.
turn them mean and fight them.
You niggas need help.
Yeah, we turn
Like, why would you take a peaceful dog and just like punch him in the head?
It was.
feed them gunpowder.
This is one person on
That's
TikTok
why
I
niggas
watched.
don't need animals, dog.
Yeah, who does that?
Feed them gunpowder.
Like, are you feeding your kids gunpowder?
We're like niggas who just want snakes. I never understood.
I don't
that.
like
The
any.
walking around with it on your neck.
And it be mostly women that walk around with no problem.
Like,
Snake bigger than you, but you comfortable with this thing.
you
You know it
want to
can swallow
hang
you
out
whole.
with an animal who you, to the best of my knowledge, I ain't never seen a white boy train a fucking snake. He gonna do what the fuck you want to do, and you think that it is okay to just rap him
Yeah,
twice.
We haven't figured out the snake's mind yet.
Yeah, you
That
just
hasn't
like
been-
rap him
science hasn't figured
twice.
that out.
They don't have. They do what the fuck
What
they
wanna
want.
do, yeah, like they don't follow
Like,
no rules. Or
I am a firm believer of anything who does not have arms or legs, and if I haul ass, he can still catch me, or he can still harm me without fucking throwing. I'm not fucking with this.
That. No, that's some other shit. You right.
You get, no fuck like niggas be want to play with snake and play with your bitch. Don't fuck. Nah, I shoot you in that fucking snake. Like dog, niggas is off deck. Like bro, you live in the slums
Look, fam.
and you want to go and buy $6,000 iguana.
Look, a snake can kill you just because it's scared. No.
What is it scared of? Because I'm more scared than he is.
Most snakes, when they attack, it's because they're scared.
And niggas be going to buy. And then like you always hear the story about like the snake getting out the cage.
Yeah, shit like
They
that.
always do. They just push the roof off the cage and just get the moving around.
Like bro, he ain't got no legs, but he's standing. Fuck you.
Or the fact that they like to get next to warm bodies and they may wrap themselves around you. And they don't know they on the street. They got retard strength.
Yeah, they got retards.
So they could just kill you and there's nothing you can do. Like literally people have to kill the snake to make the snake let go in some cases.
Like
So you at home by yourself, just chilling, and your snake then crawled up and wrapped you up. And now you suffocating and you can't scream for nobody because first of all, you too good for a man, so you live alone now. And here you are dead.
I don't know too many women who want a pet snake.
Most women that I've seen, they hold snakes with no problem.
Because they fucking retarded. Well, it's a woman. Most women are retarded any fucking way.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna argue with that.
I just like I saw a clip, or one of the clips was like a little caption on Facebook, and it was a lady. Like I don't know if it was real, if it was fake, but it seemed real to me. She was like, "Something's wrong with my snake. It won't eat." So she took the snake to the vet, and the doctor was like, "So like your snake won't eat?" She was like, "No." She was like, "Does you find your snake just sometimes stretching out?"
And he was making himself big enough to eat her.
And that's
Yeah, I
exactly
seen
what the
that.
doctor
I
said.
seen
Doctor
that.
said
every night he was laying next to her, measuring himself. Next to
Right.
the bitch to make himself as big as her.
he is planning to eat
Eat
your
you,
goofy
yeah.
ass.
Facts.
And you just think this is okay, Snuggle Bunny. You're a stupid motherfucker, you. Tone, you want to get a snake?
Fuck you.
Yeah, I don't even like dogs. I don't fuck with animals. The most I ever have is a fish.
Yeah, I'm not one of them people either. I'm with you on that, bro.
Yeah, like you know the type of niggas I hate when you like, hey man, could you ask them politely, like, hey, bro,
they
can
dog
you
away.
put your dog away?
Oh, he ain't gonna do shit, man. Don't worry about it.
He ain't gonna bite. Fuck you.
I don't want his hair, breath, spit, nothing on me.
Every
Put his
time-
ass away.
Every
Like,
time a nigga say my dog don't bite, I'm like, you're a lying motherfucker.
yeah,
He don't bite
right.
you.
He don't bite you.
You're right.
Yeah.
Like you feed that motherfucker. He don't bite you because he need a place to live.
My job has a random little dog that just walks around.
He don't know me. I walk in or he catch me in the hallway on the way to the bathroom. I'm an intruder because he don't see me on a fucking everyday basis.
Facts.
And if he's doing his job, he should be biting you.
See, like I hate niggas like that.
And dogs know when you on bullshit. So you go over by a girl house because you know you just there to smash. They gonna hang around.
Mhm.
Like, who are you, nigga? Why you here? I smell your pheromones, nigga.
Yep.
What you playing?
As an adult, it's a lot of shit that I realized I hated as a child. Like when niggas be on the block playing cans And then you get the goofy niggas that's walking through the block and he ain't got a leash on his fucking dog. So everybody run on the porch. He like, why y'all running, man? What y'all scared of? Ain't no fucking leash. You goddamn idiot. Oh, he ain't gonna bite. No, again, he don't bite you.
Niggas swear they the dog whisperer.
Right, like now what happens if this motherfucker get a hold of somebody out here? We don't know you. Where the fuck we gonna have to kill your dog? Then you gonna be upset. Cause we don't know you. Then I don't know. Niggas are goofy. How long we been here, Tom?
It's time to go home.
Time to go. Damn, we ain't talk about no music.
That's on you. But you know, like Scales will be back, bro. Like it's not like you can't say, "Hey, bro, stick around a little bit longer."
Scales is a party promoter and a part-time whore. I don't know what he does on Thursday night.
I thought he was a full-time, part-time party promoter.
Oh, so you thought he was a full-time whore?
Yeah, that part.
Oh.
That way.
You still a thought?
Nah.
You chilling? Are you
I
chilling
mean,
because
getting
you
ready to be the
chilling?
winter, dog.
Are you
I'm chilling.
Are you chilling because you chilling, or you just chilling?
I'm chilling because I wanted to chill.
No, that's cool. You know,
Ain't nothing wrong.
I needed a break.
Every once in a while, thoughts have to, sit down and
Yeah,
you got
refresh.
cool off.
You got to charge your battery.
Reset.
Recharge, yeah.
How was the summer for you?
It was all right. I went out of town a couple of times. It was cool.
Cool.
It was cool.
How was your summer, Tom?
Active. That's the only answer I'm gonna give you.
So
Because I've been to Puerto Rico, I've been to Atlanta, I've moved way across state lines.
Atlanta was cool. I don't see why you like it so much.
He actually went out and did shit, nigga.
Yeah, I lived there for
No,
8
no,
years.
but
too.
No. Even when he was there, he went and did shit.
But I
No,
lived there
it
for
ain't
8
about
years, too.
doing shit. It's just like
You didn't like that. You don't drive, so that was definitely an issue
Oh,
for
well,
you.
you don't drive. You ain't gonna like Atlanta.
Right.
You gotta drive to do shit in Atlanta. Got
yeah,
to
but
drive.
not driving. And then even if I did drive, I would understand why I hate this shit. And I don't know if we just picked like the busiest weekend to be in this motherfucker. It's like everything was busy. Everything
That's
had like
Atlanta.
That's
Yeah,
Atlanta.
it's
Atlanta's just busy. Period.
it's a fast-paced city. I appreciate everything that goes on down there. It's nice to visit. I would never live there. Like it's real pretty.
Yeah, because if you live there, you can't really live in Atlanta. That's the
Right,
only thing
and that's
about
the
people
thing.
who say they moving to Georgia or live in Atlanta. They don't live in Atlanta.
No,
They're
no,
like 40
like,
minutes outside.
I
the
feel
city,
like-
30
I feel
because
like
it's
Atlanta-
hard to live in central Atlanta.
Yeah, I feel like Atlanta is like an upscale version of Milwaukee. Like how there's like Milwaukee, but then there's places that surround Milwaukee.
So the difference with Atlanta is that you're correct. Their suburbs are black.
Right.
So Lithonia, where Usher and the Migos are from, that's a black affluent suburb. That's where black principals, black pastors.
I
black-
don't know who lives where we was.
You know what I'm
at.
saying? Then you got
We were in the Asian
We
community.
was in the Asian community.
Bruh, the fact that everything was written in Chinese and then English.
Yeah, it's a heavy where we stayed because we was probably was like 30 minutes outside of like downtown.
But I will give something that I give Atlanta credit for. Every little pocket neighborhood also had a thriving business district.
absolutely.
So you didn't really have to go to downtown Atlanta
No.
unless
To get-
you wanted to.
to get everything you needed.
Everything was
like
right there.
in the subdivision.
Yeah, it was in this little
That's how
subdivision.
everywhere is down there.
And shout out to like, hey, if you like Popeye, stop eating that shit up here. Cause that shit down south here way
KFC
different.
and everything tastes different.
If you like Hennessy, stop drinking that shit up here.
Hennessy was better than
And-
in Atlanta than it was.
And
here.
then like even the DoorDash menu for like Popeyes was different. Like Popeyes had a $20 family meal. Got like 4 sandwiches, got 8 pieces of chicken, and like 4 apple pies. Fucking amazing. 20 fucking bucks. All together, it was probably like $28 because it was DoorDash. You know they gotta get theirs off the top.
Yeah.
I got back home, looked on DoorDash. It was like you could get 12 pieces of chicken for $40. I was
Yeah.
like, you motherfuckers are terrible.
But we allow it though.
Nah, I didn't order.
I know you
They
didn't.
didn't, but it's people who will.
Like that's norm to them.
We should take more trips.
We should. I do plan on it. I want to go see a different city next year
Yeah,
because I'm done for the year.
Where you want to go?
I don't know. Let's go west.
Like all
Let's
the
go west.
all the cities that we drove through to get.
I'm
to
not
Atlanta-
driving to California to
I-
go. Let's
no,
go
no,
to
no.
Cali.
No, but like all the cities that we drove through, like I kind of want to go back. Like wherever the fuck that big ass crossing was,
I'm not stopping there, bruh.
let's not stop there.
The church was smaller than a normal house, bruh, and the cross was big as the fucking Statue of Liberty. I'm not stopping there.
Yeah,
That is a fucking commune over there somewhere, bruh.
Where
There are people
where
who wear
were-
potato sacks living
I feel
in the
like,
grassy knoll.
I feel like we were somewhere between like Kentucky and
We was in
Tennessee,
Tennessee.
when we saw that shit.
So that alone, Kentucky and Tennessee, not for
You know,
niggas.
you know what else baffles me about a road trip? Like, we've driven to places before. So, like, when you stop at the rest stop, and
Are you
then
talking
there's
about
the
Meg,
sign.
the
No, no.
Clydesdale?
But then, you know, there's the gas station. Then it's usually connected to a restaurant. It might be
The
McDonald's.
Hardee's or something.
Why the fuck does everything have a help wanted sign? There is nothing around this particular place. Who the fuck are you hiring?
Yeah.
And how the
It's in
fuck
the middle
did
of
they-
nowhere? Yeah.
Like, I can't even email you the address like that. Just how I get there. Well, you drive up like 270 for 3 hours. I'll be here. I don't know what else to tell you. So how the fuck I get here?
I mean, we are in a like global recession, so everybody's looking for help because don't nobody want to pay nobody.
Dog,
But I feel what you said.
You're gonna need more help to get there than
Right,
the
I feel
fucking help.
because
you can-
that where did we stop at? Was that Denny's?
yes, and they needed help. They had a help
Well,
wanted sign.
the fuck, it was a whole family working at Denny's though.
And dog looked like Luke Perry.
He did look like Luke Perry. I'm sorry. Everybody was working there. Denny's is family. So 9 times 10, somebody probably just left to go to college. So they need to replace this person.
But again, all it was the rest stop, the Denny's. There was a gas station across the street, and there was a Burger King that nobody was working at.
Burger King was so desperate for help. They was like, look, we short staffed. We don't even have the lobby open today.
This was in Tennessee.
We don't know where the
Oh,
fuck
y'all
we was
know
at.
And I think we was probably like an hour away from being home.
Yeah, we was like
Oh, at
outside
this
of
point.
Illinois. We was
Yeah.
like in Illinois, lower Illinois at this
Oh,
point.
okay, okay.
No, the Waffle House we went to in Tennessee was
Bruh.
whew,
Meg was
Meg-
bigger than the
Meg-
Waffle House.
Meg the Clydesdale.
Like, dog, when I tell you, you ever seen a big, healthy white bitch
Yeah.
where her
They
stomach
gon-
is bigger
they,
than her
They
ass?
gonna ban that off YouTube. You cannot say that.
Big, healthy
No, the Big Healthy was fine. It was what you ended it with.
white bitch?
Don't say it again.
Was she not white?
She was white.
Was she not a big bitch?
She was pretty nice to us.
Was she not a big bitch?
She was big.
I don't see what the problem is.
I just, you can't be saying white bitch all over the internet
Why not?
because for one, it's Bill Gates' internet.
No, it's
I'm
not.
sorry, it's Al Gore.
Al Gore.
It's out. Wait a minute, it's Google, so it's not either one of theirs. YouTube is Google.
Doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It makes a big difference.
See, he always telling me what I can't say, and I ask him politely not to say white bitch, and all of a sudden I'm the problem.
Bitch, 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 bitch. Oh, Kyle's mom's a bitch. She's a big fat bitch. She's a big.
We
bitch,
should
bitch,
go to
bitch, bitch, bitch,
Ohio.
bitch. Why? Did you not just hear us explain how there's not shit there? Fucking Dave Chappelle doesn't want to stay there.
Yeah, Ohio's trash.
Well, first of all, I only wanted to go because it's a wrestling event. It's not like we finna just be in
Oh.
Ohio. It's not
You
like I
made
was
it-
like,
you
let's
made
go
it
to the
sound-
Buckeyes.
Look, the whole conversation was we need to take more trips, and out of all the places you choose Ohio. Look, bruh,
I'm sorry. I should have led with more information.
definitely.
Okay. I mean, usually you would say why you want to go to Ohio.
We just got done talking about trips, so I just assumed that's where
And
we
then-
still were.
And then I was just gonna say, well, it's wrestling, so we should go see the wrestling
But-
show
Okay.
if they don't shut the world down. Because
'Cause I was like, let's go to Cali and hang out with
no, we go.
Baron and them.
Yeah. Do you feel like they're gonna shut the world down again?
Nope, they
Look at
can't
I don't
afford
think
to.
so. They can't afford.
They can't afford
They
to.
ain't finna be giving you niggas no more.
They don't wanna give us no more money.
$2,000 of shit. They not doing
Give me some more money. and I get-
Somebody walked in like, hey man, y'all might have to cut these niggas off.
that. They just gonna mandate. I think they're gonna go back to try to mandate masks. That's about
That
it.
shit don't work, though.
That don't work either.
they publicly have said the masks really don't work.
No, they don't.
You know what?
The
Like,
vaccine don't work. So
Not
none
anymore.
of this shit works.
I would feel a lot better
Tuskegee all
Ew.
over again.
if like whoever's running this shit, if Kamala or if Biden want to just get on TV
We
and be
did
like,
it,
look,
Joe.
bro, COVID is COVID. You're gonna get sick, whether you got a mask on or you don't. We're not shutting the fucking world down because it's too expensive to keep paying you niggas. So go have fun at your own fucking risk. If you are not comfortable with going outside with 10,000 people, then brother, don't fucking do it. But if them three niggas feel like a 10,000 seat venue is where we need to be, just know that you walked in this motherfucker under your own risk. So if you leave the show and now you have symptoms of your asshole falling out, You didn't have to be there.
Here's the thing: they have not figured out a way to administrate some form of remedy to suppress COVID that they can make profitable yet to say something like that. The minute they figure out how we can make money,
Well,
they'll tell you, yeah, you can just go back to normal.
all I know is
Yeah, see, the vaccine is how they making money. So
Right. That's why they pushing it so hard.
all I know is I got one shot. I ain't getting no more.
I didn't get none of them. And it's not that I don't want to. It's one, we've gotten to the point where there's people who've gotten sicker
after the shot.
after the shot. So I'm like, first of all, I can't take that risk. I don't want to be the nigga who died because he went and got the shot. Okay. 2, you can still get COVID after the shot. So it's not your typical, we gave you COVID to help your system learn it so you can fight it, like chicken pox. You talked about that on your show Tuesday, how they would put all of us in the room. You get chicken pox, you good. So if anybody else got it near you, you don't give no fuck because you won't get it again until you old and get shingles at that point in time. You know, that's not what this is. They ain't told it. Is it airborne? It's airborne. Is it not airborne? If I lock myself in the crib, can my kids get it? Until they tell me kids got to be vaccinated, then I'm not in a rush to get it done. I have a nurse that's a wife. I have a wife that's a nurse. I have 2 sisters. I have CNAs. None of them have gotten a shot. If the medical personnel in my family ain't got it, I am not going to jump out the window to get it.
I didn't want that shit either.
I'm just saying. I'm literally. I'll be waiting on Teresa. Teresa just need to tell me, hey, I'm going to get the shot.
I understand like why I had to go get it.
Yeah, I mean, understand, but until I get a job where I have to go get it, I still might even quit.
Where I'm like, look, you motherfuckers in here to people that get sick. My immune system is pretty solid. You talking to a nigga that is 0 below outside. Juan, you get a jacket? No, pass me my hoodie, and then we're going outside. I don't get sick like that. If I get sick, it's because the baby is sick, and she only got sick because she went to fucking school. And kids are fucking filthy people.
Kids are germs,
and you should know. You're a teacher.
Yeah, kids.
Do you like? How do you as a teacher? How that work?
I just don't really say much. I'm tall. I'm a black man. Kids are intimidated by me.
How many rap battles have you started at school?
No, they don't even know I rap or do no shit like that.
You just come in. You just a fly nigga. Come in with the drip.
Yeah, that's what they always.
They be like, "Ooh,
my hair and my shoes and shit." That's what they.
You teach black kids or white kids?
That's
Spanish kids.
That's the way it was with Ladrea for a while. They didn't even know she was dropping music at the time. Just going to class, Miss Man.
I think I'd be a colonized teacher.
Would you?
Yeah.
What subject? I'm not gonna say you probably wouldn't. I just want to know what subject would you teach?
That was a good. Okay, maybe I can't be a teacher. I just want to be the nigga that go in and tell kids about like real life.
So the drug dealer who just got out of jail?
Yeah, but I ain't never been to jail, nor am I a drug dealer.
So you wouldn't be good at that job then.
Then you got to be recovering.
You got to be recovering from some
like a mentor.
Yeah, just go be the assistant coach.
Like, I just
of some team.
After watching how Killer Mike interacted with kids on his little show, I feel like we need more people like that.
But Killer Mike is a special breed.
Like, he didn't tell kids like they wasn't gonna be shit. He just didn't lie to them little motherfuckers.
He's a Umar Johnson who actually tells people the truth.
Like,
because he went out and tried it to find out.
Like, just think about it.
From experience.
Right.
When
like
you,
the locks, he living off experience.
Right. Like when he went out and tried to literally live black. Like he only wanted, and he found out you really can't do that.
Can't do it.
But he tried. So he's not going to tell you don't go be entrepreneur. He might be like, look, I went to go live black. We had no black folks here, here, and here. So these are some good careers to try to go for.
See, I fuck with that.
See, and that's why
I just feel
like
I'm 33 years old, and it's like when you think back to when you in like K5 and
they don't listen.
The teachers, you know, where you want to be when you grow up, and then there's the kid that's like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a veterinarian, and, you know, I'll be a firefighter, and then the teacher goes, you can do it, and then boom, that's it. She don't say you can do it, but you're gonna be in fucking debt for 3 years, or the fact that you're gonna go take all this schooling and probably never be what the fuck you wanted to be.
That because they're not supposed to do that.
No,
like when a little kid, up until Obama, if a little black kid said they wanted to be the president of the United States, white folks wasn't telling them, nah, give that up.
That's why I respect my guidance counselor from high school. She was like,
That's the job for you.
like I respected her because she kept
Even though those rarely exist now.
she kept shit a
They
buck
kinda
with a
eliminated
nigga.
that position, but-
Which is dumb.
Yeah.
She looked at my motherfucking grades and was like, "You got to do something, my guy, or you gonna be in this motherfucker for 5 years. Do you really want to be in high school for 5 years? Just imagine you watching all your friends walk across the stage, and your dumb ass got to come back for another year because you can't get your shit right." Now, I ain't saying that that's the best approach for every kid,
But it works
but
for you.
sometimes niggas really need to hear the truth. Like, you he, because we had a president that passed a law where there's no child left behind, so we ain't gonna do nothing but push your ass out the door once you 21, or I think that was a cutoff when I was in high school. You got to be here till you was 21. If you can't figure that shit out by 21, you gotta get the fuck on. But they don't got nobody. Like, she was honest, and I'm like, well, I don't want to be in high school 5 years. She's like, okay, good, that's a start. So now this is what we could do. Found out that I had to go to an alternative high school, which means I had to leave all my niggas. I had to go to school way on the side. And my intention wasn't even to go to school on the south side because they had just built, you heard of Kilmore South, right? They had just built the north side campus on 27th and North.
Okay.
Went to go sign up. The person that we were signing up with.
It's in that same lot with the dollars.
Yes.
The Family Dollar.
Mhm.
It's in that same.
So we went to go sign up, and the person that was doing the applications happened to see my last name. She said, "Oh, I know your peoples." Told my mama, "I'm gonna take them on the south side with me in good hands." I got to go to school for 3 hours, motherfucking day, and I graduated. So, like, just sometimes kids need like honesty. Like, you don't got to be a dick about it, but you have to let motherfuckers know, like, what your fantasy is ain't your fucking reality.
True.
Like, I get it, you got all these high hopes, but you ain't doing the necessities to get to your high hopes.
Yeah.
So you want this 6-figure job, and you probably just gonna be a Walmart nigga all your life.
Damn.
But that's because you're not taking the steps to get to a 6-figure
I'm not.
job.
I'm just saying.
You
damn,
are
because
taking the
that's true.
steps to be a Walmart nigga.
Facts.
And I mean, if that's your role, it's not a bad role. But once you get that role, you got to take the steps to move up.
I mean, work is work.
You can't be 40 and still the nigga outside pushing carts.
But that goes back to what Scales was saying. Like, guidance counselors are actually important, and they're phasing them out because if nobody tells them the reality, the Walmart job might be a fucking achievement to her household.
If we just pushing you through school because of the No Child Left Behind Act, then what do we need guidance counselors and social workers for?
Right.
That's what those people were.
That's a fact.
At work for.
Yeah,
Social
right.
worker would find out, like, okay, his parents are going through a divorce. That's why he been acting out. so
Right.
much.
It made sense.
That's
why shit.
completely removed, bro. I get a classroom with a list of 30 kids on it. Fam got ADHD. Fam got Tourette's. Fam got this. They still in my classroom. Want to know why? Ain't no more special ed classes either.
Damn, they got rid of that?
Bro, all that shit is cut back, my nigga. So that you'll end up with those kids in your room. So I got to teach a regular kid like you and these 8 kids with disabilities.
So-
in 45 minutes, I got to teach this lesson and get it done.
That's impossible.
Especially if they are
Because you're going to go through it.
Autistic, any of that shit, Tourette's, ADHD, all of that.
Kids can't function like that.
At
and
all.
then you got to think about the other kids in the class who don't
classroom.
understand.
And his behavior, so they're
So
making fun of him. You
they
dealing
make-
with all
right.
kind of social shit, bro. It's crazy, but that's because they broke down the structure in the schools. You used to have social workers because my mom was a social worker. You used to have social workers and guidance counselors to deal with that type of shit. They'll come
Right.
get Timmy out of class.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For a
like,
couple of hours.
we
That shit
have
don't
all
go
that
on no
shit.
more.
And
No,
then
you got
we-
Timmy all day.
We had like the kids who like
Ever since
they
they
wasn't-
closed Pleasant View
Mhm.
and broke it up that they had to be sprinkled into the school system is when shit went downhill.
Downhill, yeah.
Because as much as people were like they're being separated from the rest, it was better for them.
Socially.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
my when Mikey was at that school, Mikey was at his best, bruh. Because everybody looked and behaved like him. He didn't
Exactly.
feel like he was different. Then when they broke that shit down and put them niggas in one room and the low,
Mhm.
and now they just get moved through the hallway like they need Jesus to guide them to the fucking water. He didn't like that shit. He was ready to get out of
I
school.
wanted to be in one of them classes.
That's because you felt like you could skip and do nothing.
Yeah, dude.
No, that's not why. I like the small class size.
So you
See,
need
I can't
you need a
I
different
can't
school.
be in
Yeah,
I
you
can't be
needed it. So the
right.
alternative school was the best place for you to be
right.
in.
Like
that
I
should have been
couldn't-
your method of school.
I couldn't
to
I
begin with.
period.
I
Yeah.
couldn't function in a class of 30 people because then when I need like the extra, hey, come here and
Or
explain this
one-on-one
one more
attention, yeah.
time.
We don't have
so
time.
I
I
get
just
it.
explained to you
You
as a
don't-
teacher right now, you don't have time for that.
You
I
don't
have time
so
for that.
like going to an alternative school, it was cool. Like because I was still on regular school time, so I was used to getting up early. So 7 to 10, it fit me. There weren't that many people in the classroom when I got there at 7 o'clock, because why the fuck come to school at 7 when I could show up at 10? So it was a very small class size, and then all the work was done on computers. It like that was the kind of school I probably did, because it's like you're an independent worker, and she let me work the way that I wanted to work. So like I could sit here with the computer, and then I could have my headphones on. So I'm not bothering nobody. I'm sitting back in class, and I'm doing all my work. I'm getting shit done. And like, yeah. So
that would only have worked good for you for so long, though, because eventually your social skills would have been ass.
Terrible.
And then we're throwing a non-sociable person out in the real world, and then we're wondering why, McDonald's are getting shot up.
adapting. Yeah, he's having trouble.
My
adapting.
social skills is why the fuck I almost didn't graduate.
But it was a good that you got that in the beginning. You need a school where the important classes came from 7 to noon to 1, you transferred to another school. 1 to 4, you went to a regular school for whatever unnecessary bullshit they make you take. That way you still got your social skill. You're still with people, but the real shit that you need to get the fuck up out of here, you took care of that already at the way you moved.
School is fucked up anyway.
Because my sister, when she was living in Madison, she did all her major stuff online, and then like 2 times out the week she went to the campus, and that's when she did all that social stuff, like the gym classes and help with all that stuff
and all that.
I wish they'd let me go back to actual regular school for gym class.
You didn't do shit in gym.
So
you said it. This is not even a fact. Just you personally saying you didn't do shit.
I told my coach, like, look, bro, I'll fuck with you, but you're not finna kill me twice. So if I show up to gym class, guess where I'm not going to be? Football practice. Yeah. So if I don't show up to your gym class, guess where I'll be? Football practice. Because you're not finna kill me twice.
First of all, you shouldn't have been able to negotiate that if he was a real teacher.
It wasn't no negotiation.
He just would have maybe not make you do warm-ups as long as everybody else.
He thought I was bullshitting until I really did it. Like I came to gym class one day, then I guess everybody was looking for me at practice. I didn't go to practice. I didn't even, what kind of thing, but I really didn't want to play football.
You probably only played it because they told you was a big nigga.
Yes. They was like, you a big nigga, bro. You should go out here for football. It's like, all right, whatever.
Then got you an all-day bus pass.
It did. But it's like, the torture of football is
torture.
Like, because once you have agreed to play football, your summers are gone.
Oh, yeah.
Like you gonna get like you probably get the rest of June, because that's when you get out of school. So you get out on the 6th, you probably get the rest of June to be by yourself. Half of July, you're only gonna get half, because we gotta start practice by the end of July all through August to be ready for the first game when we get back to school in fucking September.
I never understood why the first game was literally the first week of school.
Wasn't it?
And then we out here doing fucking 2-a-days. So that means we gotta be at practice by 8 o'clock in the morning.
Why was y'all doing that shit?
2-a-day, so we do from 8 to 12.
So he could get paid.
And then you get a break. So you go from
Well, our coach was a health teacher.
Checks.
Yeah.
So that your teaching check don't got nothing to do with your coaching check.
See.
So that's 2. He was getting a teaching check, then he was getting 2 checks a day, 1 for the morning practice and 1 for the afternoon practice.
Was you at least a winning school?
Hell no, I went to South Division. We was out here practicing hard as a bitch to get killed every fucking weekend.
Y'all being decent. I can't even think in my lifetime when South had a decent
I'm
team.
thinking because at North we didn't start summer practice till August.
South didn't get good until the year after when everybody was gone. Like I think like 06, 07, they made it to state. I'm not sure if we won the state championship, but we made it. Like we had a nigga from the school make it to the NFL.
Okay.
Fred Williams.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, we was calling. Most people call him Bon Bon.
Bon Bon,
yeah, he played for the Chiefs for a little while.
Oh, I didn't know I didn't even know he went to South, bro.
Yep.
I just knew he was from the town. I never knew what high school
he went to South.
Yeah.
That's how, like, how you see shit on TV, but you like, man, this shit ain't real life. Like nobody does this in real life. That's how I knew like he was destined to play football. Like we lost one game, and you thought, okay, we lost. Damn, we suck, nigga.
He took it personal.
He took that. Like when I say folks was crying, I was like, oh, this is real to you.
Yeah.
So even if we gotta play hard for you, cause you the homie. Like fuck these coaches. You my nigga. We'll give effort for you. You cried after this loss. This is real to you.
I mean, it be like that sometimes,
'Cause
bro.
I was just like, nigga, I was happy to get in the
That was-
fucking game sometimes.
That was probably his way out the ghetto, bruh.
I was happy to get in
And
the
every
game.
loss made him not look like he was valued.
Like, do you know how much slack you get when like your jersey is clean at the end of the fucking game because you didn't get no clock?
I do you one better. We had a nigga on our team, never got in the game. Somebody who was playing, helmet broke. The coach went over to dog, was like, "You're not using this," and literally took his chin strap off of his helmet and gave it to the dude in the game, like right there in the middle of the game.
I'd have quit the team.
I think he ended up doing it after that.
It's like, dog, like you just football is crazy.
Just took his chin strap from him mid game. They're like, bro, you're not getting in.
You playing in high school sports?
Yeah, I played high school basketball and a little college basketball.
What? You was JUCO?
No, I played at Morris Brown.
Boom.
Yeah, I played.
That's a
years
black
at
college,
Morris
He
Brown.
got drafted.
We was D2.
You know, he had
What-
to go where niggas went.
Would you ever went to the league if you was good enough?
I think if I'd have had the compassion like you said, Buddy had,
Yeah.
but I didn't take shit serious like that. I wasn't crying after no games.
Yeah.
If we lost, I didn't really give a fuck. I used to be mad because I'm a sore loser, but I wasn't mad because the team lost. I would be mad because I lost. You get what I'm saying? Like,
said
I didn't give a fuck about them niggas for real. I'm just a sore loser in anything. Video games, bowling, chess, checkers. It don't matter. So that's what I'm saying.
Nigga, how you a sore loser in chess, nigga? You have to think 6 moves ahead.
Exactly. And if
You
I lose,
knew you was gonna lose before
exactly.
you got there.
I'm mad at myself before we even get to that point. But yeah, I played high school ball all 4 years. I went to Mesmer 2 years, and then I got kicked out in the summer. And then my last 2 years, I went to Menominee Falls. I was all conference my senior year, second team. And then I went to Morris Brown. I didn't go on a scholarship or nothing. I walked on. And I didn't even have a partial or nothing.
I really be saying how you a bougie nigga.
Yeah.
You just look like a nigga who went to Vincent. You're like, when you go to high school, oh man, you know, Waukesha East fan. You know, I wouldn't even know that.
No,
I don't even know how I became a hood nigga. Like
I went to somewhere where my mama had to pay tuition, and then I was in Menominee Falls with a bunch of white
So
people.
basically,
1,400 students, and 33 of them was black. when I was at Menominee
basically
Falls.
Scales was planning on getting out the hood one way or another,
Yeah.
whether rapping or balling,
balling, yeah.
Scales
because his
is the
daddy
real-
wasn't gonna let him sell drugs.
Facts. I couldn't.
Scales is
That's
the-
the story of my life right
Yeah.
there.
Scales is the real Nuno from ATL.
Damn near.
I don't think he letting chicks snatch his chain though.
No, I ain't doing
I
that.
don't think he gonna let chicks
But
snatch his
I'm
chain.
damn near what her story was. Yeah, that's damn near me.
That nigga said, I don't live here, but I'll come down here and kick it with
Okay,
y'all.
yeah, exactly.
Y'all my niggas for real though.
Dog, so Scales really got all this money, but he hanging out at Lux with the common
That's
folk.
a fucking death trap, bro.
Hey man, Jesus hung out with the common people.
Jesus didn't have no money
how
either.
is
Yeah,
the-
he didn't have no money.
How
Jesus
is
was
business so
broke.
But he came from a divine person, though.
We
That's
gotta,
what we know.
Yeah.
He don't. He
we
didn't
gotta
know.
go hang out at Lux with Scales one night.
I've been to Lux before, bro.
Yeah,
It's
Tom
hot in
been
there,
there.
dog.
Yeah, Tom been in there.
You don't get out.
It's
I
hot.
might just be bored one day and drive down there. It was like, hey, hand me a beer.
Don't nobody tell me when they're going nowhere.
You don't be wanting to go nowhere. I'd be like, what you doing? One, I got KK.
Did you didn't ask?
What else am I supposed? You got KK. What else is there left to say?
there's nothing.
Well, I mean, it depends on when you going and what time.
And like, how many times is like, Tom, what you doing, man? I get daddy daughter day, and then I don't hear from y'all for the rest of the night.
That's because you be
Exactly. So when you like, I got KK, I'm not going to talk to you. I don't need to. You're done.
That's true.
You're useless to me. Let me go find Old Bay.
But it is 11 o'clock. and
That's
we-
your fault.
We have come to the end of the show.
I ain't got to be at work till noon.
I don't got to be work till 10. I'm good.
Okay, cool.
So we appreciate Big Homie Scales for coming through, chopping it up with us.
Talking this basketball shit.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go home and play some video game. You know, I'm gonna dig out my PlayStation 2 and find NBA Baller
Please don't.
or Showtime.
Please don't.
Please don't.
Just gonna play
Just
Showtime.
Please don't.
I can't play Showtime.
None of that.
None of that shit.
What about NCAA football? Can I play that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's coming back.
I know.
I can't wait. I think that's
I don't
2022.
think it's gonna be good.
Only if they don't fuck it up like how they've been fucking up Madden. With these
Now I'm gonna
Madden-
go back and play the Mike Vick version.
of Madden.
No, of NCAA.
Damn,
Big
nigga,
Tech years.
What is that? That is 2002ish.
Two. It was two.
2002? Yes.
Oh snap!
You play two. If you get 7, you get to play with Marcus Vick.
Oh, Mr. I was in the car with the white girl and the pistol.
Yeah, him.
What's wrong with niggas,
That guy.
dog?
Like, just ruined it.
He did everything to get in trouble. Like, you got a gun and a white girl.
You know what? I honestly, all bullshit aside, I feel like Mike could have blamed Marcus for the dogs, and they would have believed it.
His brother was definitely a
Like
fuck
they
up.
would have believed it. I think, but you know, Mike is a cool dude. I watched his 30 for 30.
They absolutely would have believed it, bro.
They would have believed it was
Hey, if
Marcus.
he was just like, hey, yo, this is Marcus shit.
Yeah, it was like,
I was at work.
and if it wasn't for jail time, I probably feel like they would have put it on Marcus.
Facts.
But since jail time was involved, and Vic is not going to just let his brother go to jail.
Why not? Didn't he end up going to jail for the gun and the white girl?
I think he did. That's why he ain't in the league and shit.
I'm
He
like,
had a shot. They gave him a couple of chances.
Yeah,
yeah, like
because
he,
Mike put his name on the line.
Yeah, he blew it
he was
every
on
time.
like last time I heard he was on the Dolphins practice
Yeah,
squad,
yeah,
and then boom, busted. Drugs, white girl, and a gun.
blew it.
Damn, so he had 2 white bitches on him.
Literally.
I don't know what kind of drugs.
He in Miami,
You know what kind of
Oh
drugs.
yeah, cocaine.
It definitely
It's
wasn't
Miami,
weed.
bruh.
It definitely wasn't weed.
right? And if it was weed, it was cocaine on it.
He was smoking bunk.
Right?
Oh, you was out there kicking it with Trick Daddy?
Miami, bro, 504.
Ain't no telling.
It snows all the time.
It's the 305 though.
I don't
Like,
care.
Packs of cocaine
504
just
is
wipe
more
up
or
on the
less.
side of the.
They move the drugs from one place to another.
You be at the beach with KK and a pack of cocaine just wipe up on the beach. He come running up to you. Look what I got, Juan. Yeah,
Now
that's
you
what
got-
happens in Miami.
Right.
Rick Ross said they was in his friend backyard that had a water behind it, and they found keys of cocaine just washed up in their backyard.
Yeah. Because you know they gotta dump it when they get sweated by the Coast Guard.
So sometimes it just floats.
You want to take a trip to Miami?
No,
Why not?
because we are now dealing with a whole new level of niggas who don't give a fuck.
Facts.
Okay.
No, I don't want to sell
This
drugs.
era-
You don't have to sell
This
drugs,
era
bro.
we talking about this was back in the day, bro.
I just want to go and visit. I don't even want to do what the locals do. I'm trying to be so far away from the
Before
locals.
surveillance and all that.
Trying to
type
be
of
on
shit.
South Beach with the white women.
And white women will just float up on the beach.
Yeah.
And if you're not
Hopefully,
understanding,
So that's a dead body.
it may be a dead body, it may be a key, it may be just a white naked bitch on the beach, bro. I'm not going anywhere where white women
Prosper.
are having fun.
You don't want to blame another.
No,
No.
I do not want to be the nigga who was there.
You won't Emmett Till me.
Facts. Because one, I'm gonna be you the nigga who sold it. You the nigga who caused this. You the nigga she here with.
Yep.
You just the nigga. No,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go where there's an abundance of black people, because when something goes wrong, all of us collectively have came together of what our unanimous story is, so none of us go down for this dead body that's outside. Did you see it? I didn't see
I
shit.
feel like as a nigga, that's very instinctive. Like if it's a group of niggas and something happen and the cops show up, everybody, I don't know.
I don't know who that is.
I don't even have to know you, but I know you
No,
said you didn't see nothing.
Yeah, no, we all
Yeah,
know.
man, we got the woman in the red dress telling us you did everything. What woman? There was a woman there. She had a red dress on. You know I'm colorblind, right? You all niggas know how to not get other niggas in trouble.
Facts.
That's why I can't take you nowhere with me, Juan,
Why is that?
because you get high and say shit unintentionally,
That's a fact.
and that'll be the one thing. Well, Juan said you guys went over by old girl. Who, what?
What girl?
The girl over there. She said, "Here's her address and everything. Your GPS matches with that."
Your
All
phone
because-
pinged off a tower over there by her
over by
crib.
the area. So ping. Oh my God. You know, I got T-Mobile and they signal has been
Yeah,
real.
don't ask
iffy.
Juan no
Man,
questions.
it's terrible.
That's why I can't take you with me to certain places, bro.
Please don't.
Because when shit goes bad, not only do I have to get you out the situation, because as much as you love the drug dealer life, you don't know it. You don't know the signs.
I don't want to know it. Like,
You don't know the signs. Juan, how many times have we gone places? I was like, all right, bro, I'm ready to go. Like, man, it's only 10:30. All right, bro, I'm ready to go.
That ain't-
It's because I see the signs that shit is about to go
That's
crazy.
why I like hanging out with Tone. Because Tone is a nigga who be like, all right, bro, we've been here too long. I'm like, are you ready to go? Fine with me. But we didn't want to show up to this motherfucker.
Anyway,
first
yeah,
place.
right?
I peep every, when my arm goes up, when I'm supposedly I'm not drunk enough that I don't know what the fuck is going on.
I
I just don't want no more liquor.
the fuck out of here.
It's time to go. Just like the end of this show, we'd like to thank Scales for coming through. Scales,
sir.
tell everybody where they can find that
You know,
awesome show of yours.
you know what the fuck going on, man. It's Scales, man. On IG, I am JR Scales HBK. That's on Instagram. If you're trying to find the Slick Talk with Scales podcast, it's on the Slick Talk Scales Facebook page, even though it's blocked right now. Then I got another one that's JR Scales. You can access the podcast through both. It's also available on YouTube at Slick Talk with TV. Slick Talk with Scales TV is the name of it on YouTube also. So please check us out, man.
Yeah, go like, subscribe,
All that good shit.
ring that bell so you get all the notifications when his shows come on.
Hey, they be saying that on the videos.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
me
where,
too.
That's where I got it from.
That's where I learned it from too.
Yes,
I didn't know
sir.
nothing about that before I started watching dude build them 2K teams.
Yeah, because if you don't hit that bell,
You don't get the notification.
you'll never get the notification.
Yeah,
That's you two fucking up.
facts.
But also make sure you check out all his music. It is fire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My music also available on all digital platforms. Just type in Scales or JR Scales.
You know what? Just go to Spotify and just type in Scales. You'll get all of it. You get
Yep.
the podcast, you get
Yep.
the albums,
Facts.
you'll get the OnlyFans link. You'll get it all right there. You'll get the shit off. You know, he's also taking modeling gigs. I'm telling you, whatever you make, he
I
probably
think I'm gonna start my
decides-
video whole thing back up. I was a video hoe during the quarantine last year for some
Yeah.
extra work, so I think look like we about to be quarantined again.
Yeah,
so I
that
might
was a
start
nice
video-
little side hustle.
I might
right
start
there.
video hoeing again.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I think you and Bergie should shoot a video for Ric Flair.
We want to shoot a video for Ric Flair, and we want to shoot a video for Get in Your Bag because my
much?
daughter Chase and his daughter, that is their favorite songs from the album.
And you gotta put 'em-
and they not playing
You know what you should do? You should teach them the words
and let them
and
be
let them
us.
lip sync it.
Yeah, let them be us.
Let them be do that.
Hey, that'll be fire.
That'll be fine.
Let them lip sync. Hey, if you do that video concept, I just want a small little
No,
credit.
I would
Creative
definitely
director.
every interview and everywhere we go, I'll definitely make sure you get your credit. 'cause
I just
that's
wanna
a
know, you just put it-
fire-ass concept.
Put it in the just put it in.
Now,
put
Ric
it in the
Flair,
video.
we was trying to figure out what we was gonna do, but I did.
You gotta
host-
get Ric
I-
Flair.
No, I did that part, or a white guy who looks like Ric Flair. would be
Well,
cool,
Ric
too.
Flair is free right now.
Yeah,
I don't think he's charging as much as he used to.
he just asked for his release from WWE.
So-
He
Yeah, I know. I seen that.
He a
the
free
other day.
agent.
He a free agent now,
I
so
got
he
an
might do
alert,
it.
actually from the WWE thing on my Facebook page. I think I must have liked something years ago, and it sent me the Ric Flair.
Because when Ron Finch did his comedy CD, he has Ric Flair talking to him in the beginning of it.
so I found a ring because I judged the King of the Ring freestyle battles when they had the Bill Collector here, Goods, K Shine. They were all here for a
I
battle.
saw that.
Yeah, so homie had a ring, and he was like, "Yeah, you can get this motherfucker whenever you need it." So I'm like, "Okay, bet." Now we finally got the ring. So now I'm gonna start working on the treatment and the concept for the Ric Flair video
Hey,
because we got it.
I want to be in this video.
No, yeah, you would definitely all my wrestling
because
buff-
I fucks with wrestling.
I need all the black wrestling buff people to be a part of this video. 'cause I'm
let's-
gonna need y'all intake and impact and all
Let-
that shit.
Let me
So
know.
Doug Walker, it's a couple of cats on
So
my timeline.
I
Oh,
need,
yeah, you gotta get
I need to
Gotta
get
get
I need to get a belt. So you gotta let me know
yeah, for sure.
because I definitely dropped 300 for the world heavyweight title and show up at the video shoot with scrap.
Hey,
Say no
NWO, I need to borrow my belt back.
I definitely.
I just need to borrow my IC
I
belt back
mean,
real
shit.
quick.
I spent 300 on sneakers. Why not buy me a championship?
I'm
belt?
surprised you haven't bought one by now.
That's how much the WWE belt is.
If you get
And
the
it just
Austin,
says world champion on there.
if you get the one like the ones that they actually come to the
There's
ring
it's
with,
a replica, and it's
Yeah,
about
it's a
300.
replica.
it's about
About
300.
300.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That ain't bad.
I mean, the
That ain't
real
bad.
one.
If you a fan,
well,
shit for
yeah, for a
throwback
fan.
jerseys, we pay $250.
Right, that's all- that's
$300 for a
really all it
throwback
is.
jersey. So
There's literally cats out there who are belt collectors, and they will go to wrestling events carrying all the belts they own.
I follow a page. No, I don't follow a page. I'm in a group on Facebook, and like on it, they collect, they swap, they'll trade, they even sell some of their belts. So
Yeah,
this is a dope group, and there'd be a lot of shit that be in there that like I ain't never seen. Like you remember the big gold belt Ric Flair used to have? There's a version of that belt, but the strap on it is white. And I'm like, that's cold. Like I've never seen like nobody ever used that. So like that was tight.
that'd be dope.
I'm surprised you actually haven't gotten one custom made for you.
I don't have that kind of money.
You know they are actually cheaper than. the
Let me find out
replicas
I
you
can
buy.
put a wrestling belt on Klarma after pay.
Mike can.
You probably can this day and age, bruh.
The world champion of fucking these bitches.
If you want to put that on your belt,
That's fine.
Think about it, Juan. The fuck the world belt is a fucking custom belt at the end of the day.
That's very
You see? But with that being said, people, make sure you check us out every Thursday. We go live right here from Sherman, Phoenix, unless me and Juan decides to find a couch and we just do it somewhere randomly. One of these days, I'm just going to put a couch on the side of the road and record from there.
I don't think that's safe.
We're only there for a couple of hours. We put the couch back on the truck and we roll out.
We need a whole film crew.
No, we don't. I got everything.
Who's going to film us?
I got everything to make
Where
it possible.
we going to plug this stuff up at?
That's what laptops and batteries are for, my guy. I got this.
I ain't telling you.
Roll with my vision.
If-
You've been here for 10 years, my nigga. They can't go nowhere now.
Yeah, well,
I'm at the finish line.
coming soon. We're going to do the Death Fresh show.
Conversations from a random couch.
No, that couch better be bought and paid for
Of course.
with a receipt.
Of course. I'm just calling it random because
Because
we're in a random location.
because I can't get sitting on
You
the
was
random
in-
couch. That's how you get SARS and foot. and
That's
mouth.
still out there?
I don't know.
Niggas still get that? You probably bring polio back by sitting on the random couch. Definitely.
All right, I'm done. Now.
With that
I'm-
with that being said, stay safe, mask up, and
masturbate
yeah.
all
What?
the time.
What? No, gonna put your eyes out. Peace.